light, catching waves with voices bright. Set your course for tales untold, entertainment pure and bold. Come aboard this journey new, stories fresh with more like new. Saturdays are time to shine, positively Pat's lifeline. Positively Pat's Sim Show, every tale a treasure trove. Tune in now and set your sails, laughs and chats and wondrous tales. We ride the waves of joy and cheer, every week we're standing here. Everyone keeps spirits high, morning sun in every eye. From epic quest to daily news, listen up, there's much to choose. Every word a gem we share, Saturday we conquer air. Positively Pat's Sim Show, every tale a treasure trove. Tune in now and set your sails, laughs and chats and wondrous tales. We ride the waves of joy and cheer, every week we're standing here. Everyone keeps spirits high, morning sun in every eye. In every eye. Positively Pat's Sim Show, every tale a treasure trove. Tune in now and set your sails, laughs and chats and wondrous tales. We ride the waves of joy and cheer, every week we're standing here. Everyone keeps spirits high, morning sun in every eye. In every eye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sims Nation, welcome to the Positively Pat Sim Show right here this morning on YouTube. And I can't hide this morning my frustrations. I'm going to be honest. I got to be honest with my listeners and everybody. I'm ticked off. All right? Legitimately ticked off. I can't take this anymore. All right? Technology is starting to really suck. Got a brand new iMac that we've been using, and it's just, and ever since Apple updated to iOS 26, everything has been absolutely the worst. I like iOS 26 from a view how it moves, what it looks like, and all of that. But the functionality of it on my iMac is the absolute worst. OBS barely works the way it used to. I have no audio monitor, which means all of my virtual cables don't work. I can't do the same with Zoom, where I would send the audio signal to Zoom and then send a second audio signal to the WANT feed. Everything worked before iOS 26. Any of those things, any of the issues we had was usually user error. Or there were times when the MacBook was weird and it would play through the speakers of the MacBook. But if there's anybody out there who can help me, who's tech savvy more than I am now, because apparently when you get into your 40s, your tech savviness tends to move backwards a little bit. And now that I'm 45, apparently my ability to be overly tech savvy is diminished. My ability within the Force has diminished thus far. So that's what we're dealing with this morning. So we are not able to stream on WANT. And the truth is, guys, as much as one of the reasons I'm super frustrated is because I tested all of this ahead of time. I tested it Thursday, I tested it Friday, and then we went on live last night with Warriors Unleashed, and it didn't work. Just the audio feed for WANT didn't work. So I had to do some stuff, whatever you call it. I had to do some tricks and troubleshooting just to get my voice on the air on WANT to salvage the show. All right. And then today, same thing. I did everything the way that I usually do it to make it work, and it didn't work. So I don't know. I'm throwing my hands up at this point, and I hate starting the show off frustrated, but I'm literally like, that's what I was when I came on, and I couldn't fake it. I couldn't come on and do my normal, hey guys, everything's great. Just couldn't do it. Because and after what happened on Monday, the little scare that I had medically on Monday, I'll say this. I don't need this frustration anymore. Right? I need somebody to fix this. Right? I need somebody who wants to do all this stuff for me so that I can just do my show. That's what I need. Maybe this is the world telling me I actually need to miss a Saturday or something like that. I need to take a week off or something and just cool down. So I'm going to take that and what's happening right now, I'm going to take all that into consideration for next week. Because I already put out there and I promised that I'm going to be doing my show this week. So I'm not going to let you guys down. I'm not going to let my Sims Nation down. And I'm not going to let myself down. But I want to get going on the show. We're still waiting for my buddy Ashton. Hopefully he didn't oversleep or something like that. But that's what happened last time. He was late. But I want to introduce you guys to my co-host currently for the moment for this favorite movie moments episode that we're doing. So, ladies and gentlemen, say hello. A gentleman who is not going to be making a bunch of rude, loud noises or purposefully try to frustrate me this morning.
Hey, I didn't do that
because I'm
time.
already there. So, ladies and gentlemen, my son, Seth Sims. Good morning.
You haven't said good morning on the video yet. I'm waiting. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And how are you doing this morning? Are you doing would you just answer me?
To wait for the question.
Are you doing better than I am? You got
Yeah.
While I'm sitting here and frantically trying to figure everything out.
Yeah.
Seth was just sitting there. Didn't offer any encouragement, any help.
Hey, I encouraged.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you now?
Yep.
All right. Well, until we get our buddy Ashton on, we'll do the two-man shot here.
Ooh.
So
It's like you knew Ashton wasn't going to be here.
now, if you like, or if you like the audio only versions and stuff like that, we do have that option for you guys on demand, like after the fact. So,
Yeah.
what you can do is you can go to Spotify, and you can find Positively Pat Sims on Spotify. You'll find our comedy album. You'll also find the Honest Review Show. You'll find the Positively Pat Sim Show, and you'll find our Warriors Unleashed. The technology every single day since the world was first introduced to it. I hate it. Well, for some humor to lighten the mood, the song on Want is I Farted in Church by the Yackers. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And we have another thing here. Seth encouraged by not irritating you more. So I guess I should be thanking you.
Yes.
I guess is what we're getting at here. Yeah. So, all right, guys. It's going to be a process to try to figure out what's going on without. I got to figure out how to, and maybe Seth can help me because I know Owen's going to be helping me this week get our new Discord server up and running for all of our shows. So that's going to be something that my son Owen's going to do. So maybe Seth can help me with his sleuthing skills on his phone, try to figure out how we can start using these virtual cables again. Because once we get those back up and running, we'll be fine. I'm convinced we'll be all right once we get those virtual cables back up and running.
Yeah.
But in order to do that, we've got to figure out how to update the audio monitor and get it back into our filters.
Mm-hmm.
Once we do that, then we'll be good to go. All right, guys. So today's show is all about our favorite movie moments. And this is from any genre that we want. And Seth, you got quite a few done, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the less entertaining ones. That way when Ashton
Didn't you
comes
write
back-
them down?
No. I just had them like all in my head.
Hey, that's the difference between Seth and I.
Yeah.
Where
I
I'll
guess
write-
So
I'll have pages written down, and then I'll think of things that aren't written down. That happens. But Seth's going off of memory here, so good luck.
yeah.
All right, so give me something from memory. What is a movie moment? And chat, you can join in too. Throw us out your favorite movie moments, and we will discuss them live right here on the Positively Pat Sim Show. Seth, what's your first movie moment?
I think it's Batman Returns, but it's when Michael Keaton is in his own quarters and then the bat signal lights up and he stands up like he's been forever.
That is Batman Returns. And believe it or not, Seth, I have a bone to pick with that scene.
How dare you?
You want to know why?
Why?
Okay, so in the first movie, we've established that Bruce Wayne, the billionaire playboy,
Mm-hmm.
throws fundraisers and parties. There are people that come to Bruce Wayne's house.
Yeah.
And we see Selena Kyle come to Bruce Wayne's house. So, knowing this, why are there multiple bat signals just hanging out around the mansion so that when the bat signal lights up, it reflects off of them and then shines brightly into his living room? Wouldn't that be kind of an awkward situation if you're having an intimate party with maybe 20 people in your living room and all of a sudden the bat signal lights up
Yeah.
in your living room?
It's just a coincidence, guys.
Yeah.
It's just a coincidence that there's perfectly placed mirrors all around my house that perfectly center the bat logo in my living room.
Well, what would be I thought about this and I thought, wouldn't it really be funny? Is yes, there's a bunch of people in that giant living room he has,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden the bat signal lights up, boom,
Yeah.
huge bat signal in the living room, and what happens? He instinctively stands up and does that, like every time the bat
Everyone's
signal comes
dancing, and all of a
he
sudden
has
he's
to,
just like, yeah. He has to stand like a soldier at attention.
yeah.
It's like the Pledge of Allegiance.
And what would his excuse be? Would just be like, I'm such a fan. I swear she's trying, actively trying.
Yeah, actively
to cause
trying.
problems.
Diamond.
So yeah, I mean it's a cool moment. Don't get me wrong. Like, she's like, "Why are you taking me away from
Yeah.
my pride and joy of?"
I'm just watching my whole camera shake like it's the biggest earthquake in the world.
That's what I was dealing with last week. Every little thing, and like your mother to be sitting here like this talking, and all of a sudden, now watch that back on replay there as
Yeah.
you're watching. But
I know. I liked watching the light fall last time. That was probably
Yeah.
the funniest thing.
But anyway, that is a very cool moment.
Yeah.
I will say, like, we don't see the bat signal in the first Batman movie till the very end.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no calling Batman. He's just
Yeah.
he shows up. He figures things out. And he shows up where he's needed. But that second one, it is an iconic shot when we see that. And the other thing that's weird is he's not facing the bat signal.
No, he's facing out the window at the other bat signal that's actually in the sky.
Yeah. So when the bat signal lights up his living room, he's not even looking at it.
Yeah.
There's got to be a better way.
Yeah, like
for
how
Batman.
does he even know that it's working in his living room? He just sees that a light has entered his room and then looks out the window.
Right? Maybe he's being abducted.
Yeah.
That's the light from the spaceship.
He's actually extremely delusional.
Yeah. That might have been Brainiac, for all we know.
Yeah.
Or he's having like a psychotic episode.
Yeah.
And he's just seeing lights. But yeah, he just stands up and then he takes like 2 steps towards the light. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he's having some kind of episode, I think.
Seizure warnings at the beginning of the movie
Right.
stop Batman from coming out.
Bruce Wayne was the Batman Returns never happened. The whole movie is just it's just an epileptic seizure.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
he saw lights and then started hallucinating.
Yeah.
Uh.
Yeah, the circus gang won. Oswald Cobblepot is now mayor. So, all right, well, we got some things going in the chat here. Braveheart, his death, the way he died, I could argue the entire movie is a moment, but his ending was perhaps the most intense, impactful, and memorable. Freedom. Seth, have you seen Braveheart yet?
No.
That's okay. I think we need, just for your mother's sake, I think we all need to watch Braveheart.
I think she said that one time.
Yeah. It's kind of like when Braveheart's one of those movies that I believe it's a 90s movie. There's quite a few 90s movies where I'm like, we have to sit down and watch this at some point. And there's some 80s ones too. But like Field of Dreams is one I've been wanting the family to sit down and watch. That's Kevin Costner and everything. And Field of Dreams has great movie moments in it. But Braveheart's another one. There's quite a few. But Braveheart, I don't know if I want to talk about the ending with Seth, though, but it's not pleasant. Let's just put it that way.
It's not pleasant.
It's hard to watch. It's very intense. And it's incredibly emotional because you have this character who's been working so hard to bring freedom to his people, right? The Scottish people. He's trying to bring freedom from England, and from King Edward the Longshanks, and he's fought in battles and things like that.
Yeah.
And now he's suffering at the end. And
he's a sufferer.
He is a sufferer.
He's a sufferer.
And really, as the audience, I think the goal is they wanted you to react the same way the people are, which is what they want him to do is confess that he did wrong, right? And that Edward's his king and that thing, and then they will give him a quick death. And he's refusing. And the crowd starts to be like, please, like, we can't take this anymore. You need, please.
Yeah.
And I think the audience does the same thing. I remember I'm like, come on, like, at this point, I'll give it to you, bro.
Mhm.
Because even though you don't see everything, you know what's happening.
Yeah.
And when you know what's happening and you let your mind do the rest, it can get pretty intense. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
when a movie doesn't show you exactly what's happening, but it lets your mind run rampant, it can get pretty crazy. And, all right. Let's see what we got here.
Hey, she stole my other one.
Our buddy Universal is on the chat. And first of all, I want to thank Universal for reaching out this week. I did have, like I said, a little bit of a health scare. I am fine, by the way, just so everybody's aware. Actually, I'm very healthy. Everything came back really, really good. I basically, long story short, came down with a infection, and it caused inflammation in my lungs and my chest, which made it feel like there was all this pressure coming down on my chest and everything. So I did make an ER visit on Monday, but I am good. Thank you very much, everybody. But Universal gave us some Star Wars news that we may or may not share on this show, or I may save it for
is that the previous show?
Huh?
Was that on the previous show?
No. He sent me an email.
Oh, he sent you an email
this week, and the what I may do is read what he had to say because it's Star Wars related.
Yeah.
On our honest review later this afternoon at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, which is our Attack of the Clones review. Last week was The Phantom Menace. This week is Attack of the Clones, which means next week, or the next time we do an honest review, like I said, I'm going to take into consideration maybe taking a week off, will be Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Wow.
And then we'll keep going. We're going to do 9 weeks of Star Wars honest reviews. So anyway, Universal says in the chat, in my all-time top 5 movie moments or scenes list is from a very underrated movie, and a movie in my all-time top 5 with Christian Bale called Equilibrium. The scene is called Gun Kata. It is a must-see, and I'm going to be honest.
You don't know what it is?
No, I do, but I have not seen it.
Oh.
I have not seen Equilibrium.
Guess I have to look up.
I haven't even heard much about it, to be fair. Like, I don't know a bunch of people that have come up to me and said, oh, you have to see this movie. Which usually on films like that, when I haven't seen something and someone brings up, oh, yeah, so-and-so said I have to see this. But you found it there, Seth?
Looks like it. It's a 5-minute clip.
Well, we're not here to watch it. Why don't you just look it up on, like, Internet Movie Database, IMDb?
Oh, I don't know.
And it'll tell you what the movie is.
Well, I don't know what the movie is at all.
For my researcher,
Hey.
You can't look up videos.
Hey, it's easier for.
No, because then you'd have to watch and listen to the video instead of just reading.
IMBD.
IMDb, Internet Movie
DB.
Database.
Okay. Yes, I'd like to continue. Gun Kata. Every time I try to press the K,
the movie is called Equilibrium.
Yeah, I know that, but the scene is called Gun Kata. Equilibrium.
This is exciting, folks.
Okay. In an oppressive future where all forms of feelings are illegal, a man in charge of enforcing the law rises to overthrow the system and state.
Interesting.
Okay.
So the movie
The scene was pretty much just that.
All right. So it's a man trying to find his equilibrium. Got it.
Wow.
We got some more stuff here. Saw, the first one, when the dude who's on the floor the entire time stands up, which would be Jigsaw.
Dum.
And that, I will say, and Seth, you've seen Saw.
Yeah.
That was one up. Please stop shaking your table.
I'm not shaking.
You are.
Not right now.
You were. Pay
It just-
attention to your.
I move once and this shakes continuously for a little bit. So
Keep an eye on your camera. You're gonna see a lot
Okay.
of movement. All right. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to do the tripod thing.
yeah.
This is crazy. Anyway, so I remember when we were watching Silent, I kept telling you guys, just wait.
Yeah.
Like, everything pays off at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, you might think that the movie's okay, but the first one's good.
Yeah.
I thought the first one was really good. But what solidifies it as, like, an all-timer is the end of the film.
Yeah.
And you're not ready for it. I promise you. If you've never seen the movie, you're not ready for what happens at the end.
Yeah.
Like, the last thing I thought that was going to happen was the guy in the middle of the floor with blood all around him was just going to stand up and show that he was alive
Yeah.
and he was the guy.
Yeah.
Never saw that coming.
I know.
There's a lot of movies out there that I can figure out, maybe not with 100% certainty, but I can be like, okay, there's clues that this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I could not, I never would have called that one.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, I think mine was like, it looked like a fake dead guy, but I was like, for the sake of how old this movie is, I'm going to act like it's a dead guy.
It's not that old.
Well, it's older than a lot of movies where I've seen dead guys.
It's like early 2000s,
That's older than me.
like maybe 2004, something like that.
It's old
Yeah,
enough
that's older
to-
than you, but you're talking about it like
It's old
The
enough
Empire
to drink
Strikes
alcohol.
Back came out the year I was born in 1980.
I know.
Over 20 years older. It has
Yeah.
dead bodies in it.
Yeah, but those like aren't even close to dead bodies. That's just people lying on the ground. It's just people lying on the ground with a little explosion on their chest.
lying on the ground.
Yeah. The armor isn't even broken through. They were just shot in the chest and somehow that killed them.
Well, to be fair, they're stormtroopers.
You're stormtroopers. the near death experience killed you.
Right. Right. They're
Uh,
such bad shots.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on here. Seth, give me another one, then I'll go to back to the chat.
Almost any moment Jack Sparrow's running. I mean, that's awesome. I think my two favorite ones of him running, though, are when he's running from the Indians.
The Pelagostus tribe.
Yeah, from the tribe on that
They're
island.
not Indians.
Well, that's what they are to me. When they're
Okay,
running,
Columbus.
when they're running on the beach, and then the other one is probably when he's on top of that wheel that's like running down a hill, and he's running on top of the wheel
yeah.
while the other guy's on the inside of it.
Well, I agree with your mother, who jumped in, because my favorite is the introduction of Jack,
Mm-hmm.
where he's looking all like regal, standing on top of the ship,
Yeah.
and then he jumps down. He starts, getting water out of his boat. You realize he's sinking,
Yeah.
and then he just decides, "I'm just gonna ride this right on in,"
Yep.
and just rides it all the way to the dock.
That
and
was-
just lifts up his foot, and then the wrong foot steps on the dock.
Yeah. I was gonna say that one, but then Mom put it in the chat, and I was like, man, she stole my thing.
You ever want a good little continuity error? Just rewatch that scene in Pirates. As epic as it is, as much as I love it, watch what foot he lifts up and then what foot hits the dock when he steps off.
Mm.
They're two different feet.
Well, actually, you missed it. During that cut, he actually quickly went from like this and this, like really
Well,
quickly.
I was always wondering if that was meant to be like, it's not directly as he steps off the dock. Like, that's just a few steps later.
Yeah.
But it times out and plays out as if that foot is the first steps he takes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe the ship wasn't sinking as fast, and he was standing there like, man, really tiring my foot out.
Right.
I gotta switch feet soon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah.
Probably it. All right.
Uh-huh.
What do we got here? Well, Universal says Braveheart was a good movie with several good moments. The entire intro of Deadpool and Wolverine.
How long are we saying the intro is? Are we saying like the searching for Wolverine, or are we saying like the dance?
Well, that's not really the intro. I would probably say that she's more so referring to the bye opening. Because there's a lot of filler at the beginning.
Yeah. I like the search for Wolverine though. That was a good one too. All the different
Wolverines
comic
that he runs
book
into.
accurate sized Wolverine.
Yeah. Oh, look at you.
The
comic
Cavalrine.
accurate Wolverine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Cavalrine was my favorite.
I think
we'll treat you so much better.
Yeah. I still like the comic because he's like, "Hey, little guy."
Yeah.
And but like, at first it looks normal, but then it pans back, and then he jumps off the chair, and he's like,
yeah, because Wolverine's
super
short.
Yeah, super short. It just doesn't look that short because like they never put him in scenarios with taller people that much.
Yeah.
And when they're taller people, they're like the Celestials or the like Hulk.
Well, it's
they're
weird.
really tall people that are already tall compared to other people.
Like I've seen a lot of Wolverine comics. I've watched, I've read a lot of them. And everything, and I know he's not tall, right?
Yeah.
But I've never seen him as being that short.
Yeah.
Like if he stands next to the Hulk, he's obviously going to look short.
Yeah.
And he fights the Hulk. When he's next to Spider-Man, I don't remember him being all that much smaller height-wise than Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And,
well, like maybe like everyone is somewhat shorter than what they actually are in the Marvel Universe. Like, I don't know, maybe he's short, but like that short, and then everyone else is also just somewhat shorter. Because it makes it look like this Marvel Universe is like everyone's above 6 foot, and then like normal like Marvel comic books, everyone's like between 4 and 5 feet.
I know. I do also remember like there was a thing about the Ninja Turtles, because the original Ninja Turtles were more like what we saw Wolverine in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah,
because they were shorter. And
I mean they're turtles, so
right,
it was expected.
But I think one of the things that happened too was the cartoon series. They didn't get tall.
No.
But they got taller, I would say.
Yeah.
And then
they were still shorter than humans, but like not not super short. Like they were kind of like to an average sized human, they were closer to like chest or shoulder height.
Right.
So they looked more like teenagers.
Which they definitely weren't the like 7-foot hulking monsters they were in the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles. Like
I mean, those were cool, but I mean
they were,
huge.
but I will say they were too big. Like,
but I mean, I don't know how I'd feel if they were actually the right size, though. I mean, imagine the style of character just a lot shorter. I mean,
I could see that.
I don't know. For me, they'd look like a bunch of dressed up kids.
Well, they are.
Okay.
Are they not? Are the turtles not dressed up kids?
Yeah. All right.
I mean, yeah. But I mean, you look at the original live action movies. They're pretty much like average height.
Yeah.
And looked great. We have our honest reviews of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, available. But yeah, I will say that bye scene was so entertaining when I first saw it. It's still entertaining, but man, that first time you see it, it stands out to where like I've watched Deadpool and Wolverine and literally just watched 2 scenes.
Yeah.
It's that one, and my favorite scene is basically from the moment Wolverine pulls the cowl over his head.
Yeah.
To reveal the Wolverine mask that we've been
and it's
dying
like you've had
to
that
see
the whole time.
Right. From that point until they show his abs. The Goo Goo Dolls. Right. The part where where
Shows
they
his
actually
abs.
save everybody. So the big finale there.
Yeah.
But that fight scene though alone,
Oh yeah, killing all the Deadpools.
yes, is just like off the chart.
I still think that
Awesome.
one like that clip. I feel like them standing at the end of the bus was just slightly too long.
Oh, well, yeah, it was just long enough to realize how bad of a CGI job it was.
Yeah, because if you at first glance you don't realize it, but then like also Wolverine is just like bouncing up and down for way too long. And then if you rewatch it a bunch of times, you realize that Deadpool's swords clip through about 50 different things.
Yeah.
Like they're not. And the thing was, Deadpool's swords, all you have to do is he's the front of the very thing. So, just hit layer and then bring it front. It shouldn't even be possible to clip through things.
Yeah.
It should just be like an
Well,
overlaid GIF.
Especially on a movie that is, spends hundreds of millions.
Yeah.
You like if guys with $50 at home can do it,
Yeah.
ILM should be able to do it.
Yeah.
It even shakes when people walk by.
I know.
What is going on here?
I think it's just the stand. Like this moves a little bit and this moves a lot.
Well, yeah, because, that stand, to be fair, the stand that my computer over there is resting on, it was made for DJing. It's not made for this specifically. So it's kind of actually supposed to move. So
which is so helpful.
Right. So we'll have to figure that out.
Yeah.
All right, moving on here. I'm convinced of that. Okay, never mind. That's talking about my stress.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, by the way, are both 6'2". So yes, they are pretty tall.
That's not bad. It's not real tall, but it's good. It's a good height.
It's tall.
Many good moments from Pirates of the Caribbean. Lord of the Rings. The Fellowship of the Ring. Gandalf. You shall not pass.
Wow.
Now, it's a cool moment, but it's like the way he said it, just that line has become kind of immortal, whereas the scene itself, maybe not so much.
Mhm.
Like, because when he does do the thing with his staff after saying that, like, you're kind of like, okay, well, this is going to be awesome. And then poof, and that's really it. Then the ground gives way, the monster falls, and then brings Gandalf with him.
Yeah.
And so,
they made a Lego bookshelf insert or book insert of it.
like I said, when you see the big beast in front of him, and it's huge and intimidating, and he just stands there, and when he does that, the way he says it, is really cool. What else we got here? We got when the Joker does his magic trick. You want to see a magic trick?
Kaboom.
That's not what he does.
I don't know.
You don't remember that from The Dark Knight?
No.
So he puts a pencil on the table, and he goes, "Who wants to see a magic trick?"
Kaboom.
And the guy
I'm sorry.
the guy walks over to him, and he grabs his head and shoves his face right down, and the pencil goes through his eye up into his brain, and he goes, "Ta-da! It's gone."
Kaboom.
Kaboom.
The pets. It went.
Where
kaboom.
are you getting kaboom from? I only remember kaboom from Parks and Rec
I don't know.
when they're building playgrounds.
Kaboom.
Oh yeah, Duke Kaboom.
Oh yeah, I did kaboom. I love
Duke.
Kaboom.
Make sure you pronounce Duke.
I said Duke.
It sounded a little less like Duke
What?
with the U having a hint of I in there. So it was like not
Dyke.
No,
Dyke.
No. It's not a big thing retaining water. It's What is wrong with you? It's a good thing we're not on WANT. Could you imagine just hearing that sound? I can't even redo it. It reminds you remind me of the Joker laugh box from Batman.
It hurts.
Oh, guys, you should have seen what happened to him yesterday. Captain
Oh, no.
Captain accident prone over here.
Yeah. So
First he
I burnt my finger
right. Would you doing what?
making grilled cheese.
Right. That's normal, right? Most people when they burn
When I went to grab the handle, I overreached and I put my whole finger on the pan and I just didn't feel it. And then all of a sudden I felt it after a few seconds and I'm like, oh, that's not good.
I'm so disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I get it from you.
What?
I said I get it from you.
Yeah, right. So
Mom would
this
say.
is Seth. He's holding a cup of water with his finger in the cup.
That's because if it's out for more than half a second, it hurts even more.
And we're supposed to be doing our workouts. And
I can't
before
control the
doing
pain.
yesterday's show, and he's like, "Oh, I can't lift weights because I burned my finger."
You try grabbing anything with a finger that can't handle anything more than 10 degrees.
Oh my gosh! So he's over there pretending to lift.
Hey, I'm doing resistance.
Dynamic resistance, I know. But he's over there doing squats behind me as I'm doing shoulder presses.
Which I can do squats.
And he's
Those
doing
don't
squats
require weights.
with this red Solo cup in his hand.
I look,
then,
but I'm holding it like this.
Right. I was trying to figure out what you were doing.
Yeah.
For a minute. I'm like, is his wrist hurt now? What did he do?
Yeah.
But then, to make things all the better, he stopped shaking your table.
Oh, my bad.
He walks over by my nightstand.
Yeah.
And underneath our bed is the old dog crate,
cage.
which is
Yeah.
metal. It's a little wire crate. He kicks that or touches it.
Yeah,
I
I
don't think he kicked
I
it.
sideswipe it with my left foot.
He just nicked it. And
I did not
and I
nick
go
it.
and I'm
it
like
was full side swipe.
and
Just
I'm and
felt
he's
every toe on there.
but he's over here and I go see, this is why you need to do this every Friday. Even if you're not here, if you're over at your mama's, you still should be doing this.
Hey,
and he's
I
like, my toe's bleeding.
You over
And I'm like,
the sounds.
what? And he's like, I kicked it. I kicked the
dog crate.
dog crate, and now my toe. And I heard you later complaining that your toe was broken.
No, I didn't say it was broken. I said I broke my pinky toe.
Right.
And then I took a break and then said nail.
Oh, okay. But anyway, that ended his workout session. Okay. His bleeding pinky toe and his burnt little finger ended it.
And then he made me laugh and I spat water.
Well,
in my
that's what I was trying to
face.
get. That's what I was getting. But you tell the story of you spitting water
Yeah,
on your
I
own
went-
face, by the way.
I went to take a drink of water. Well, before I did that, he said you should. What am I thinking? Oh, okay.
No,
I
we
went
don't
back in and
know.
I said I could at least help you, and he's like, "How would you help me? You don't like talking." And I'm like, and you're like, you didn't motivate me or something, and I'm like, just don't do what I did, and you'll be fine. And he's like, I don't think I can do what you did, and I was taking a drink of water and spat into the drink of water, but the lid was like that sealed lid, so when I spat into it, it just curved right back into my face.
But just so you guys know, I do understand my son can talk and does a lot.
I can talk.
But he clams up when it's his job to motivate and inspire while you're training.
I don't
Like,
motivate and
I'm
inspire
like,
people.
at the very least, help me by counting my reps, right? Simple enough, right? Should be pretty
Yeah.
easy for your workout partner to be like 1, 2.
Yeah.
No, I get dead silence. When I'm doing it for him, I'm counting. I'm like, good job. Way to go. Keep going. 2 more.
Mhm.
1 more. Like, you help push the person
I do.
to give you everything they got. You do nothing.
I'm just different.
The most I've ever heard you speak was yesterday during a workout, and it was, my toes bleeding.
It was bleeding.
And then just disappeared. Gone.
He had to open the Band-Aid for me because I couldn't use my other hand to open the Band-Aid.
Wait a minute. Ashton's in the chat. Ashton, why are you in the chat?
Because he wants
Why
to
aren't-
know
why aren't you
how
in
I
the
stood
Zoom
on my
call?
own face, apparently.
I did send him Ashton, I did send you the Zoom link, right? Maybe he's just on the chat while he's getting ready.
Mhm. Yeah, I think so, because he hasn't been here the whole time. He, just now joined.
Right. Yeah. You spit water into your own face.
Lol.
Yeah, that's sad. If anyone could spit water into their own face, Seth would be your man.
Mhm.
And not being on a roller coaster.
And not being
Like on a roller coaster, I would get that. Yeah, I'm getting ready. Okay, good. Yeah, it's just like I can see somebody like while you're on a roller coaster and it splashes in your face.
Yeah.
But to just do it while standing.
I wasn't even. No, I was standing, but then I started laughing and I just fell to the ground because I couldn't stand up.
Seth Sims.
I laughed so hard I was on my knees.
Yeah, I thought he was going to pass out.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I said anything funny.
No.
I
It
was-
wasn't too funny, but like once I accidentally spit in my face, that was funny.
Oh, here we go. This should be everything you need to know about the life of Seth. Seth sneezed a tooth out of his nose.
Yes, that's true. I lost a tooth, and
So much for movie moments.
Yeah,
this is
I
just
was-
Seth moments.
my tooth was really loose, and I was
What?
about to sneeze, so I did that like really big inhale, and the tooth came out, and I almost swallowed it, but I was about to sneeze. So instead of accidentally swallowing it or letting myself accidentally swallow it, it got to the back of my throat, and then I sneezed, and I could feel it at the edge of my nose. It was just like, it was here, stuck in my nose. And I was like, what the heck? I pulled out, and it was the tooth. I
and
don't
Mick
know
Foley.
how. It was weird. So yeah, I sneezed the tooth out my nose.
Good.
I like
good
to say
times.
I sneezed a tooth because I like to not imply that it's my tooth. It could have been someone else's.
That's gross. Even I am like, that's gross. All right, let's go back into the chat
Yeah,
here
we've got a lot
because
of quotes
we've missed a lot here.
from Universal.
I'm going back here. All the Joker scenes in Dark Knight were must see. Best Joker ever. Life is like a box of chocolates.
Where's that? I didn't
That's
see
from
that one.
Forrest Gump. Oh,
I know that.
I
I just
scrolled
meant, like,
back up.
Oh, you scroll back. Okay. The
Uh,
last one I see is True Bay Arthur.
Don't Call Me Shirley
Yeah.
from Airplane. That is a very good moment. It's a that's a good comedy moment. That's very memorable. Like Shirley, you must be joking.
Yeah.
'Cause
call me
Yeah, I'm not joking, and don't call me Shirley.
I'm not joking.
Very, very good. All right. Oh, my wife brings up. We just watched Willow, not that long ago. So her line here that she puts in is from Val Kilmer's Mad Mardigan. Peck, 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 peck.
Oh, that's what that's from.
Which is like basically the bad way of calling the little people something. Like that's the bad
What?
word. Peck.
Peck.
Like I'm not a peck.
Not a
I'm
peck.
trying to. They're
I'm
like.
not a peck.
I think they're called like the Nelwyn or something like that.
Not a peck. I'm a no one.
All right. Let's see.
I don't know. That's just what I imagine their voice sounding
Oh,
like.
this is a good one we can talk about. So Batman v Superman.
Mm-hmm.
The death of Superman.
Oh, yeah. Well, the funeral or when he
Well,
sacrifices himself?
She mentions both Superman's death and both funeral scenes.
Mm.
Because, and I want to talk about the death first, then get into the funeral part, because the death itself is, to me, again, why I think that the Snyder films are
Beatable.
They're great, but they're misunderstood.
Mm.
And I think it's because Zack Snyder has a style that to a lot of people overshadows the story
Yeah.
a little bit. And when you really look at, I have the same thought with the Star Wars prequels. There's really good stories there
Yeah.
in the prequels, but they're hidden kind of behind some of the special effects and a lot of the political stuff, a lot of the the Senate and all of this.
Mm-hmm.
But
Democracy.
Superman has this incredible story arc from Man of Steel, just in 2 films, from Man of Steel through Batman v Superman. And I was reading a thing the other day where Zack Snyder was talking about the moment where he killed Zod in Man of Steel. And the idea originally was that Superman was going to imprison Zod.
Yeah.
And Zack chose to go a different direction. And the reason for that was it needed the moment to be a very important moment in Superman's life where this happens, and Superman basically says to himself, like, all right, now I need to have a no-kill rule because I can't do this again.
Yeah.
It's one of those traumatic moments, but he had to make a decision in that moment that if he didn't, people were going to die. He knew that he couldn't stop Zod. And then we get to this film, and you've got an even bigger threat that came from Zod, which is Doomsday, that they can't seem to stop. And the only way that they can is with the spear.
Yeah.
Right? And so Superman, I don't think he knew he was going to his death, but I think he was okay knowing that he could be, because he was sacrificing himself for this world that was his world, and Lois, who was definitely his world. But I really think that it's an emotional scene, and I love how it gets tied in to the Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah.
That the moment where he cries out after getting stabbed by Doomsday reverberates across the world, and you see the mother boxes react and so forth and everything.
I'm gonna have to request that Mom stop stealing my good movie scenes.
So, but Seth, I talked about the death of Superman. Why don't you tell us your thoughts about the funeral scenes where you've got the military style one with nobody. It's just an empty casket that is honoring Superman. And then you've got the small one in Smallville.
Yeah.
Where they're burying Clark. And so you have 2 funerals for 2 different people, so to speak. Because not everybody, or nobody other than a couple of people knew that Clark was Superman.
Yeah.
So tell me about that moment.
I think the 2 funerals made sense. But, whoa, that was weird. But I think my favorite part was, if I remember, I like the flag, the Superman flag. I think that was there, right?
The Superman flag?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm remembering there being like a Superman flag.
I remember there was a Superman banner.
It might have been a banner.
That they hung the flag. I remember the Superman flag in the new one, where the kids are raising the new Superman flag logo kind of thing.
Maybe I'm mixing. Maybe I'm like doing a mix between the 2. I don't know.
How dare you? I'm so disappointed.
I don't have much else to say about
you
the
don't
funeral
have much
scene.
else?
No.
So I like that they acknowledge it. Like Wonder Woman is talking with Bruce Wayne, and she's like, they're doing, and they're talking about how they're just doing all this pomp and circumstance over there, and Wonder Woman says like, well, they don't know how to honor Superman.
Yeah.
So they honor him as a soldier. Right? Like, and so it's like, I like how they even explain that a little bit, which for some people might be wondering the same thing. Like, why are they doing all of this pomp for Superman when especially when you look at the first movie, and even during Batman v Superman, there's a lot of people against him.
Mm-hmm.
But it does kind of show how you die in this life can have an effect on how you're remembered.
Yeah.
If you sacrifice yourself to save the world or save people, it does change the people's perspective of you.
Yeah.
Very, very quickly. All right, guys, we are going to take a quick musical interlude here before we jump back into our favorite movie moments.
Oh, my God. Mom?
When we come back, however, we're going to do this twice because I like the idea of giving people in the morning, first thing in the morning, a chance to hear this, and then people later on in the show. So in the second hour.
Oh, so the music, right?
No.
Oh,
you'll
no,
get it. So in the second hour, and then again in the fourth hour, we are going to be bringing you an all-new.
Oh, yeah.
FNN Fake News Network.
Oh, so we're doing the fake news twice.
We're going to do the fake news twice, and Seth is causing the earthquake on his table.
I don't have control over it.
You should watch the video back and see every time it shakes. It's funny.
Oh, I've been watching. No, I think the best part was when you were talking, I was like intently listening to you and looking at you. But then I looked back at the footage. Apparently, it looks like I'm not intently listening to you and not looking at you because it looks like I'm directly staring into the delete key, wondering what the heck I'm doing. Like, I look so out of it.
Right.
But I'm like, it's at the point when I'm paying attention the most, which is weird.
Well, what we're going to do, if Ashton can get on during our little musical interlude, then he can join in on FNN both times. If he can't, then when we redo FNN at the end of the show or in the last hour of the show, then we'll make sure he gets in on that one. But I would like, hopefully, oh, never mind, there he is. So let me admit Ashton here before we take our little break. And so just so Ashton is aware, my friends, and let's just go ahead and go right to the everyone shot here. Good morning, Ashton.
Morning.
Oh, I have a double there.
Yeah, so do.
Hold on, let me fix that. I know how to fix it. That I do know how to fix.
Yes.
All right. Now, Ashton will not have that little echo in our ears.
Everything good?
Yep,
Yeah.
everything is good.
All
We
right.
can hear you.
Nice.
You can hear us. Thank goodness. So Ashton,
Yeah, perfect.
here's the only thing, because of our lovely technical issues we've been having for the last couple of weeks. So we're not on WANT this morning, unfortunately, and I apologize for that. But Ashton, you will not be hearing any of our music this morning.
I don't like the music.
Yeah, the reason for that is because we do not have our access to our virtual cables that we use to send and receive video audio across multiple programs. So Zoom is just
All right.
Zoom. You'll be able to hear us fine. So just like listen in for when I come back from the silence that you'll be hearing. And
All right, no problem.
And then I sent you an email this morning with the link.
I got that.
And then we have our fake news that we're going to be doing when we come back from the next break. We're going to do it twice. Once at the top of the next segment, and then we're going to do it again during the last hour of the show.
All right.
So,
fair warning, Ashton.
well,
my dad wrote your fake news stories.
how we're going to
Oh, that should be
Yes, I wrote Seth's and yours. So here's how we're going to do it. When we come back, we're going to go right into FNN, the Fake News Network. We're going to go in this order. Seth.
Ooh, I'm first. I should pull up the one that says Seth Reed.
And I want Ashton to go last. So it's going to go Seth, me, and then Ashton. And it's all because I want Ashton to read the last thing that I wrote.
I got a peek at the last
You have to
word.
give me
and I
access to
almost
it so I
thought
can read
you
it.
Said something.
I did.
How dare
No,
you?
you didn't.
I even
you
made
didn't
you
give
an
access.
editor.
I I had to
Maybe you
request
didn't
access
hit
just
done.
now.
Maybe you just
Alright,
hit the X
hold on,
up
let
top
me-
instead.
Let me go into it.
Mhm.
Okay. FNN for Ashton. Access requests. Share. All right. Let me know. That should work now.
Nope. I don't know.
All right, I got it.
All right, cool.
Nice.
All right. There we go. We're good to go. Now I just got to bring up my thing there. All right. All right, guys. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. Enjoy your first musical interlude this morning. We'll be right back. You are watching the Positively Pat Sim show right here, unfortunately, exclusively
Exclusively
on
YouTube.
YouTube. We'll be right back.
Rum's gone again, a compass spins. My ship's with Barbosa, he always wins. They say I'm a madman, they call me a fool. But I got my own map, and I make my own rules. Yo ho ho, a bottle of rum, where did all my friends go? Bring me that horizon, I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm wild and free. Yo ho ho, a pirate's life for me. Black Pearl always sailing away from my grasp. Davy Jones is coming, he wants my whole past. A curse and a compass, a key and a chest. Always some trouble, putting me to the test. Yo ho ho, a bottle of rum, where did all my friends go? Bring me that horizon, I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm wild and free. Yo ho ho, a pirate's life for me. Yo ho ho, a bottle of rum, where did all my friends go? Bring me that horizon, I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. Yo ho ho, a bottle of rum, where did all my friends go? Bring me that horizon, I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. Yo ho ho, a bottle of rum, where did all my friends go? Bring me that horizon, I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm wild and free. Yo ho ho, a pirate's life for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your fake news with your FNN news team. Positively Pat Sims, Seth Sims, and Ashton Harris. And now, it's time for your fake news.
Our top news story for today. James Cameron has filed a restraining order against John Dingleberry of Cleveland, Ohio, today, after Mr. Dingleberry sent numerous threatening messages after watching Titanic and claiming there was plenty of room on that door. Jack didn't have to die. That's true. And I have a banana.
Oh, it's me. Sorry. I screwed up the order. Man found dead in the middle of a forest this morning. 3 needle-sized holes in the neck and torn clothes. Detectives say he was running from something and fell into native territory where he would be darted 3 times too many. Ashton?
Award-winning stallion Buttercup's family are seeking justice this week after the famed horse's head was used in a mob prank. The family statement reads as follows. Couldn't agree more.
That was spot on.
It literally does say horse noises.
I noticed. What?
Number 2.
Yeah, I know. Stormtrooper GH6969 has begun a class action lawsuit against the Galactic Empire for unsafe work uniforms, which also impair abilities. GH6969 claims that the helmets are the cause of the missed blaster shots and concussion from decades of head bonks.
Fascinating.
Wow. Apple juice.
I'd like to ask, where is the suit store? As allegedly, we've been walking for 45 minutes trying to take a shortcut that is fantastic. Is it a shortcut? Well, okay. And hold on. What is this? Here comes trouble. This story will continue as more develops. What?
Trust the process.
Okay.
You'll know the reference if you put it all together. I promise.
Thanos, the being whose life story was portrayed on the big screen in multiple Avengers films and who snapped away half the universe only to be foiled by the Avengers in the film, is claiming that he is misunderstood and misrepresented in the movie based on his life. He claims his snapped away half the universe due to a heavy LA traffic. Thanos stated, if it was for resources, I would have doubled the amount and increased the ability to produce them. I'm not the bad guy here.
A T-Rex has been released from the Jurassic Vet Clinic this morning after a rampage the 2 weeks ago, which saw the large... It says the. After a rampage the 2 weeks ago, which saw the large dinosaur ruin multiple vehicles, telephones, poles, liquor stores, and more. In one liquor store, the T-Rex drank so much alcohol, he awoke the next morning with a stegosaurus, causing great shame and seeking professional help. Finally, a typo that isn't mine.
Right. Most annoying noise in human history has been discovered as Lloyd Dumb Christmas and Harry Dumber Done have made a noise so horrific China's government has shut down like an old ram on a freeway.
The Philadelphia Department of Health has issued the following warning. Due to the rise in popularity of the Rocky franchise, we feel that we must emphasize to everyone that running up our beloved stairs without proper warm-up and stretching is dangerous and may lead to injury. You gotta stretch, people. You gotta stretch.
Why not really that funny, I've noticed.
Simba is in the news again today as the king of Pride Rock has now been arrested in the suspicious death of his uncle Scar. When asked for comment, Simba replied, "Hakuna Matata." This is not the first time Simba has used the controversial phrase after last year's Donald Trump presidential victory. Okay, that's pretty good.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Oh, good. Continuing with prior developments, we were called women, but by adult guys in tuxedos riding bikes. As of now, We are huddled together asking that the evening news team please back off. We've had enough of this. Oh, we've had enough, and this ends right here, right now. More developments later. I think I know where you're going.
I think so.
The Ministry of Magic has announced that they have suspended all Quidditch tournaments as there has been a recall on all broomsticks. This comes after several mid-air collisions, which left several wizards drooling from their magical hospital beds while eating the grossest jelly beans ever made. I don't like earwax flavored jelly beans. I can pass on those.
Okay, number 5. In a recent scientific study done by Cambridge scholars, it was determined that the Lord of the Rings trilogy could have been just one 15-minute film if the hobbits and Gandalf had just flown the eagles to Mordor.
And before you give me a hard time, I know that's not true. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
All right, where
Could
am
have
I
taken
at?
a boat.
Yeah, here we go. Developments have arrived sooner than expected as Channel 2 News, number 3 in top news, the public news, and the Spanish language news have arrived to take me, the one and only number 1 anchorman, Ron Burgundy, down.
In other news, the giant boulder, last seen chasing Indiana Jones in Raiders of the Lost Ark, has retired from acting. During the press conference, the giant boulder stated that the time was right and was thankful to all its fans. In one final act of service to his fans, the boulder then ran over Dave Meltzer. I give it 5 stars.
Ashton got that reference.
I don't know. I just like how it ran over somebody.
That's right.
Tiffany Thunderthighs from Los Angeles, California, has questioned her reality and is refusing to pay rent for anything. For that matter, after seeing Inception and believing that her life is actually a dream within a dream. Within a dream within a dream. Her family has been brought in to help, but they're also struggling with reality after seeing The Matrix. Hey, it's a difficult one.
Greatest golfer, Happy Gilmore, has been challenged to the newest version of golf that makes no sense. It's like pinball in real life. Winner will be announced later.
The Environmental Protection Agency, otherwise known as the EPA, announced today that the Ghost Containment Unit was definitely not up to code. Their official statement reads as follows. It turns out that Mr. Mr. Peck was correct all along. Today, we honor the commitment to proving it by unleashing hell upon New York. To be fair, only a few people in New York noticed.
Reviews have dropped significantly at a hotel in Maine as the hotel manager kept using an axe to open the door to check in on guests. When asked for comment, the hotel manager claimed, "All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Red rum."
Somehow Rick has a hand grenade.
I think that's one of my
I thought it was
favorites.
Brick. Isn't his name Brick?
I don't know. I watched the clip. I watched the clip and I heard Rick. So
Yeah,
I just put Rick.
I think it's Brick. Brick.
It might
10.
be Brick. I don't know. The clip wasn't of the best quality when I was rewatching it.
All right. The Wet Bandits are back in the news today after successfully suing the McAllister family, namely Kevin, for mental and physical distress and literally killing them multiple times over the course of Home Alone and Home Alone 2. Yeah, they should have died. Should have died plenty of times. That boy's a murderer. Well, I'm only a newscaster, can't place judgment. In similar news, we finally know that the McAllisters made all their money. They are related to Tommy Wiseau, who is famous for the terrible film The Room. Oh, wait. I guess that tells us nothing, and we still don't know. Oh, well.
I'll have to explain that joke later.
Yeah. Scientist Doc Brown is currently under federal investigation when it comes with what? When it was discovered that he has allegedly modified his
Illegally.
1982 allegedly is better. Had illegally modified his 1982 DeLorean, which allowed him to not only time travel but begin a chain of events that would become Marvel Phase 4.
I think that might be my second favorite joke. Happy Gilmore has come out on top once again. This stupid version of golf now shut down and glory reclaimed to the man with anger issues who has a black friend with no right hand. Okay.
I needed a dumb way to describe Happy Gilmore.
Forrest Gump finished his second run across America this week while still wearing the same disgusting shoes that he's been wearing since the 1980s. Not really a news headline, I know, but I need to get that out of my system. And I feel better now. Oh, those shoes are disgusting.
Many Romans were left dumbfounded yesterday when a local gladiator asked, "Are you not entertained?" to a large crowd that had obviously been loudly cheering everything he had been doing. After a survey was taken, it was discovered that 86% were, in fact, entertained. The gladiator was then fed to his master's pet tiger as punishment.
That seems a bit harsh.
Yeah.
Biggest news yet. A man over the age of not only 21, not only 30, not only 35, but over the age of 40 has been discovered. Why is this big news? He's still a virgin. Oh, man.
I think that was one of my favorites. Aside from somehow
All right.
Rick has a hand grenade.
Skull Island residents are left furious after seeing Godzilla vs. Kong and seeing their beloved island was being shown as being in a perpetual storm and placed under a giant dome for reasons. No one heard anything at first as they don't speak or write, but they stared long enough that we all knew. We knew. We still know.
It's that we knew at the end.
Yeah, all right. I'm scared for number 10. We here at FNN had reported that a young boy named Elliot had run up a $45,000 bill because he let his alien friend phone home. We have discovered that Elliot Golddigger had let an alien phone home, whose one deep space call was traced by ICE. I mean the Men in Black, who immediately arrested the alien, known only as E.T. Elliot's family have sold their possessions to pay off the debt, and E.T. has not been heard from or seen since. Oh, no.
Here we go.
What I, Seth Sims, am thankful for the proud men and women of ICE. I mean the Men in Black, who serve our country and protect us from all the very dangerous aliens. ICE is getting shut down by Nintendo and Pokemon. Sorry, the Men in Black are getting shut down by Nintendo and Pokemon.
The world is full of grown-ups, specifically ones who look at their ugly friend and just wonder, how does he have a hot chick wife and a bunch of hot chick daughters? The math just doesn't add up. Oh, man. All right, Ashton.
Somebody got to have them.
It's all you, bro.
Okay. Do you have any fake news stories you'd like to hear us read on the Positively Pat Sims show? Then send your stories to positivelypatsims@gmail.com today. Except for you, Amber Heard. You've told enough fake news stories. I, Ashton Harris, calling you out. I'm calling you out, Amber Heard. You and me, one-on-one, WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. Oh, yeah. Dig it.
Oh, that was
That
nice.
was pretty good. Dun, 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 dun,
This has been FNN, your fake news network. Join us in 2 hours when we do it again.
Wow, 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 what a wow, wow,
Are you enjoying yourself?
I don't have an echo voicey thingy.
I only just
That
now
was
started
fun.
singing it on the video I'm watching. Let me see if I can fast
That
forward.
was
All
fun.
right. All right, guys. Yeah, that was fun. I like that. All right. I just have to re-cue the FNN music for later. Oh, all right. So really quickly, let's kind of go over what we lampooned here. So Seth, I'm going to go through mine first, and I'm going to just kind of go here. So the first one was Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls.
Okay.
Right? 3 darts is too much.
Yep. 3 darts
Okay.
is too much.
Then of course, we have Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, Ron Burgundy, the anchor man.
We've got Dumb and Dumber with the
Yeah,
most annoying sound in
If
the
that
world.
one wasn't obvious.
We got
Right.
Ron Burgundy, Happy Gilmore, Ron Burgundy, Happy Gilmore, the 40-year-old virgin,
Yeah.
and finally at the end is Grown Ups.
Grown ups. Yeah.
Right. All right.
I think I did pretty good on
Seth,
those.
let's
those
go
are
through
awesome.
yours. Let's see. You should know all of these. This is pretty easy.
Let's see.
There was plenty of room on
Okay,
the door.
so Titanic,
Right.
Star Wars,
Okay.
Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
The Lion King.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's
Oh,
in
Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings.
it's in the.
I had to read through it. Tiffany Thunder Thighs. I don't know who that's from.
made that
okay,
name
yeah,
up.
The Matrix and Inception.
Right.
Let's see. Oh, The Shining.
Yeah. Good. Good pull.
Yeah, and then Back to the Future.
And we
The
threw a dig
Gladiator.
at Marvel.
Yeah, I dig it, Marvel. The Gladiator,
Right.
and then Men in Black or Ice.
Well, it's actually an E.T.
True, yeah, it's E.T. E.T. and Men in Black.
with
And Ice.
with a very appropriate ice joke thrown in for you.
Yay.
All right, Ashton, what are yours? Let's see.
Okay, mine was Godfather,
Yeah.
Infinity War, Rocky,
Yeah.
Harry Potter,
Yeah.
Raiders of the Lost Ark,
Yes.
Ghostbusters,
Yeah.
Home Alone 1 and 2, Forrest Gump, Godzilla vs. Kong, and Amber freaking Heard.
Yeah, the last one wasn't about
Mrs.
any
Fake
movie.
News
Yeah,
herself.
it wasn't any movie.
But I got to I just wanted to get Ashton to go, "Ooh, yeah, dig it." Like that was
That was the best.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was very well done. Good
I like-
job. Good
I
job,
think,
guys.
I think my favorite one was watching you read the Virgin and the last one, the 9 and 10. I think those were my favorite watching you read.
Me?
I can't believe I got the horse noise like the
Oh,
first,
that
the
was
first shot.
that was
Oh
funny.
yeah, that was. I mean, that was spot on.
We started off great.
Watch, the 4th hour is gonna be like nothing like a horse noise at all.
Yeah, fourth
You're
hour.
just,
Fourth
you're
hour's
like,
gonna be-
I got it first try. I'm just gonna read. You're just gonna read make horse noises.
That's what you do.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Seth reads
I
it-
read the
I-
parentheses.
Yeah, whenever I put things into parentheses and it means don't read it, do what it says, and he's like, funny fart noise,
Well,
which
I think-
sometimes is funnier than making the fart noise.
Yeah, I like though, but it's because you don't read stuff in parentheses. That's why when I put the parentheses, I say don't read stuff in the parentheses.
And next time I
But
write,
you should know that by now. Come on.
next time I
Nah,
write one,
sometimes I
it's-
put it there just so he says it.
I'm just gonna put a bunch of parentheses
Mhm.
things that say "do not read,"
do not read.
and it'll just
There's
be
nothing. There's nothing in the parentheses. It just says do not read.
Or I'll just put the whole fake news story in,
In
the parentheses,
parentheses?
and then write, yeah.
You're like, please, I don't know, what is it called?
Actually, if you do that to me, then I'm going to make noises like the Sims characters.
There you go.
I would just be the teacher from the Peanuts.
Wow, 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 wow. All right, let's get back into our favorite movie moments here. The chat was going crazy for a while.
Yeah, because Mom's stealing all
So,
of my movie moments.
I'm just going to do some rundowns of some of them, and then we'll jump into a little bit more discussion here. Marlon Brando's scenes from Superman 1 and 2. I read Deadpool actor paid $10,000 to wear a Golden Girls shirt. The comic actress, his
Ryan
admiration
Reynolds
for-
paid to wear a Golden Girl shirt.
so he
yeah.
wanted to bring it to life in the movie. He donated the $10,000 to her family or something. Oh, okay. Universal says that's true. It's B. Arthur. Ryan liked the show, and it was an homage to her. Universal mentions, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn from Gone with the Wind. I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse from The Godfather. Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. The Wizard of Oz. Ashton wondering about why you spit water in your own face.
Yep.
Here's looking at you, kid, from Casablanca. You don't understand. I could have had class. Whoa. That skipped on me. I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody instead of a bum, which is what I am from On the Waterfront. Let's see. Go ahead, make my day from Dirty Harry. Say hello to my little friend. And my wife puts there after that she never saw the movie. But I know the scene, so it must be iconic. And that's pretty much kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
Like, a movie moment is iconic when you don't even have to have seen the film, but you know about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
And
there's lots of those.
I want to bring up a moment that may be one of the most iconic in all of film.
That weird scream.
What?
The scream that's in like almost
the
every
Wilhelm
movie.
scream? No.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually talking about a legitimate moment.
Oh, okay.
Not a quote or anything like that. Though it's such an iconic moment that the quote itself has become iconic, and it's usually misquoted.
Okay.
And I am talking about Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, when Darth Vader tells Luke, I am your father. And the line is, no, I am your father. Because Luke says, Obi-Wan told me you killed him. And Darth says, no, I am your father. And the line is often misquoted as, Luke, I am your father. But that moment,
That is true.
I know people that, for whatever stupid reason they have for not seeing them, have not seen Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone knows that moment.
Mhm.
Everyone knows that was M. Night Shyamalan before M. Night Shyamalan.
Wow.
Yeah, man. That movie, that moment has been spoofed in so many iterations of different media so much that it cannot not be iconic.
Right. Now, do you remember the first time, you guys remember the first time you actually saw that? Like, did you, like, for me, as an example, I saw Return of the Jedi first, or at least I remember Return of the Jedi first because of when I was born. I was born in 1980, so I have no memory of Empire until after seeing Return of the Jedi, which I believe was 1983.
Yeah.
So I already knew Vader was Luke's father going into the big reveal, which takes that impact away, but it's still a great moment.
Yeah.
And seeing it, I remember the first time I remember seeing it was at my mom's, and she had a VHS where she had recorded, so not even a purchased copy of these films. They were recorded from like HBO or something like that. And because my grandparents had HBO. So she had Star Wars, Empire, and Return of the Jedi on one VHS tape.
Yeah.
So fun story here real quick. So the first time I watched it was on this VHS tape. And even as a kid, it kind of blew me away, the moment itself. And I remember having a James Earl Jones moment. I knew where the story was going because I'd seen it already. but I still sat there thinking, oh, he's lying.
Yeah.
I got caught up in the moment. Even as a kid, I'm like, he's the bad guy. He's not. He's lying, right? And the funnier part of the story is the tape ran out during the Ewok celebration, so I never knew exactly how Return of the Jedi
the Force Ghost
ended.
came back.
Right, I did not know about that until they were re-released on VHS in the 90s. And
Wow.
my father bought it was a 4 VHS set of the 3 movies and then the behind the scenes documentary. So that was, I remember seeing it for the first time, and the first thing out of my mouth was, there's Yoda, there's Obi-Wan. Who the heck is that guy?
Well, because did that scene get redone by that point?
Not yet.
Not yet.
The,
No,
the
not yet.
prequels
Not when
hadn't
it was on
even been.
VHS.
Yeah, they haven't even been thought of yet.
Yeah,
And-
the prequels came way after that, and then they redid it.
Right. And
Yeah.
but it was Sebastian Stan, which is the name of the actor, who was the guy that you see when they take off Darth Vader's helmet.
There was 2 Sebastian Stans in film now.
Oh, sorry, not Sebastian Stan. That's my bad.
Sebastian
Oh,
Stan.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I got that wrong. Yeah, Sebastian Stan is the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I was
just
like,
realized
what?
that. Sorry, my bad. I don't know. Universal, maybe you know, my expert here. Who is the guy that played Anakin, at the end of Return of the Jedi, Darth Vader. But anyway, it's him. But it looks like Uncle Owen. Like
It did look like Uncle Owen.
Yeah, and I thought, what's Uncle Owen doing here?
Secretly a Jedi. I
And
mean, how else could he protect him for so long?
Yeah. So here's the thing. Here's the funny part. Like, that alone made George Lucas's decision to put Hayden Christensen in that scene. I thought it was brilliant because I'm like, oh, I don't have to wonder anymore. Even as an adult, I would see that scene and I would immediately forget who that was.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh.
Yeah,
Darth Vader.
Angle. I think when I was younger, I didn't see the original ending, and then once I heard that it was redone,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, wait a minute. You go
Yeah.
try and find out original. I was like, oh, that guy does not look like he could be a Jedi, but all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I think Uncle Owen would make sense as like a Force ghost though, because even like in the newer movies too, like people who like refuse to believe in the Force ended up getting a Force ghost somehow. Like Han Solo got a Force ghost.
No, he didn't. He was more of a memory.
I guess kind of.
He wasn't really a Force ghost because he was Sebastian Shaw is the name. Thank you, Universal. I had Sebastian right.
And now my head goes to Marvel Comics for Sebastian Shaw because he was the bad guy for the,
Yeah, for the
Hellfire
X-Men.
Club.
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. But no.
Names.
So Han Solo was more of like a. What is that when you see things?
Illusion.
Like
Mirage.
A mental
Yeah.
illness.
a mental illness. Yeah, he
Kylo Ren was mentally ill.
hallucination. That's what I
Yeah,
was trying to think of.
hallucinating.
Like he was seeing what he needed to see in that moment.
I guess so.
When it wasn't really Han.
The Force knew.
Right.
The Force knew.
Right.
The Force
knew.
the Force faked to Han Solo because Han Solo
Otherwise,
didn't get a
I don't
Force
know
ghost.
anyone that wasn't connected to the Force in a way that like Jedi are that became a Force ghost because Luke, we see Leia as one.
Yeah.
We've seen
Which she
Qui-Gon.
had that weird Force scene in the second movie.
Oh yeah, the
second
Leia
sequel
Poppins.
movie. Yeah, Leia Poppins.
There's a moment.
Yeah,
It's not in my
that's-
list of favorites.
No, it's like one of our least favorites. It's like, okay, favorite comedy moments.
that and
Like
that's,
favorite funny moments.
I mean,
in
we
serious
could
movies.
actually do a whole show on our least favorite moments
Yeah.
too. And
like
and half of
moments,
There's a lot of
mine
bad moments.
moments that are awful.
half of mine would probably come from the Star Wars sequels.
Yeah.
Seth's laugh just shaking the camera was actually funny that time.
I know.
But
I gotta move my
like
arms.
The Last Jedi, Leia Poppins could be
Leia
right up
Poppins,
there.
Yeah.
Luke throwing his lightsaber away
hmm
ticked me off.
Yeah. What? It wasn't
I-
even his lightsaber.
Yeah.
It was Anakin's lightsaber.
Yeah, it was Anakin's. Yeah, but yeah, it's like, oh, you want me to hate Luke? Okay, all right. I
Yeah.
now hate Luke. Thank you.
I know.
I never thought that would be possible. That they
I don't know.
could make
Maybe
me
he
hate
was
Luke.
drunk on blue milk because that blue milk was good.
Yeah, when he drank it, he was like,
Blue milk.
but he made like a Happy Gilmore face. He's like,
But like honestly, I think based on that reaction, I wasn't expecting it to be so good at Disneyland.
oh gosh, yeah,
That
all
was
the.
so good.
But well, I'm actually thinking of everything based off the sequels.
Hmm.
Everything was good.
Everything was great.
It was amazing. But I was thinking like in the first Star Wars film,
Mhm.
Luke is uber annoying. Like at the beginning, like I was gonna go to the Taji stations to pick up some power converters.
Oh my god, he really was annoying.
He was
You know what?
super annoying.
Because I have to. I literally have to skip those parts.
Yeah,
I
But-
have to skip those parts. He's like,
but I'd
David
rather
Luke,
watch.
you annoying little child.
I'd rather watch those
The
than the
sequel.
version we got in The Last Jedi, because that version should know better.
Yeah.
That was the version that should have still had hope, because he believed that the second most evil person in the galaxy had good in him,
Yeah.
but not his nephew.
Yeah. Well, I like how whatever the creatures he was living with, they were like rebuilding the homes or whatever.
And they kept destroying him.
Yeah, they kept it. But like, I'm just thinking, like, come on, you could have easily made it like, oh, Luke is patiently waiting for these huts to be rebuilt so he can recreate the thing again, like recreate the Jedi Order again, because the first time he
But
did
he
it,
wanted it to
everything got
die.
destroyed.
That was the thing. Like,
Yeah,
he
that
wanted
was-
it to go away.
That was the worst part. I get like, oh, I can't do this, but like wanting it to die is just that's not the character.
You
Man,
make-
when you got everything on your shoulders, it's like, you know what? I'm over this. No one should go through this.
right.
Yeah.
Let it all
it's like
burn.
it's like they wanted to make him the next Sith, but they knew that was going too far. So
Yeah,
they
so
just
they made
left it
a
at him
cynical
being
old
an
man.
evil guy.
But that was, interestingly enough, on the table for Return of the Jedi.
It had to be.
That, and there's hints to that Luke was all in all black.
Yeah.
And all of that. The idea that he would turn
Mhm.
at the end. But I think if that happened, that meant that would mean that story would have to continue
Yeah.
for movie upon movie upon movie,
I know.
and basically set up another.
If they
trilogy.
turned Luke into a Sith, it definitely would be like one of the strongest Siths. He'd be like
yeah.
he'd be beyond Sidious level. I mean, he'd be crazy.
Well, he would.
Would it be like Revan level?
I don't think Raven level. Raven's pretty crazy.
Well, the interesting thing is like, I think had Disney made the original Star Wars trilogy, I think that's a real possibility that Luke turns,
Mhm.
right? Because you're gonna have
Mhm.
a bunch of people talking about it. Oh, how cool would it be if Luke became a Sith? Blah blah blah. They mentioned it with Rey.
Yeah.
They have all there's like people wanted Rey to be a Palpatine.
She technically was.
And so they said, no, she's nobody. And then all of a sudden she was again.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
But George was always remembering that he was making movies for kids. He made the Star Wars films for kids. I mean, how
Yeah.
many of us grew up loving these films as children and then keeping that passion as we got older?
Yeah.
And
Me.
how do
Me.
you end a trilogy making kids go home happy and sword fighting with their lightsabers? You make Luke, who you've been cheering for this whole time, the hero.
Yeah.
You keep him that way, and you let
Make
him
him-
save his father in the process.
Yeah.
and then you turn them evil, so then kids be like, "See, we all can be bad guys," and then
Yeah, we
kids are
can be
running
the.
around with swords,
Yeah.
cutting people up.
It's like maybe the red lightsaber is the cool one.
Now, speaking of movie moments that are positive, that are good, that are memorable, there is another Star Wars moment, and then I'm going to turn the floor over to you guys. But I want to talk about this because it has affected me as I get older more and more and more and more. It has only improved over time, this Star Wars moment. And
Okay.
it is the moment where Darth Vader turns on the Emperor.
Oh yeah,
Is your mic on?
mine is.
Oh, there you go.
I think I just spoke over it like this
Oh, okay.
for a second.
So the Emperor is using his Force lightning on Luke. Luke is crying out for help, and Vader,
Please, Father, help me.
right? But Vader does like a couple of takes. He's like looking at the Emperor, looking at Luke, looking at the Emperor, looking at Luke. Now, again, this scene has been kind of redone to include Vader saying no.
Yeah.
I actually, again, as I've gotten older, I like the addition of Vader going, because he kind of goes very deep, because he kind of goes, no. And then he looks over at the Emperor and he goes, no, and grabs the. I liked it.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
But
That was good. That was a good addition.
yeah, and a lot of people complain about it. But I think a lot of people complain about anything that's different.
That changes.
Yeah.
Because they think like the theatrical releases were the Gospels.
Mhm.
Right? How many people, though, who clamor for the theatrical releases realize that the theatrical release also did not contain what episode you were watching?
Yeah.
Right.
There was a lot of things about the theatrical. I think what people are remembering is whatever the first version was that they saw.
Yeah.
Which
Absolutely.
even in the VHS had some alterations from the theatrical.
No, yeah, VHS is like the home version of like pretty much every movie is always different from the theatrical version.
Right. And because
Like even now, whenever you buy a video or a movie or whatever, it'll have the home version. It'll say or it'll be on it with like theatrical version.
right. Well, one of the things that happens is these filmmakers are on a time frame. Okay, so when they announce the film that is being made, they also say coming March 2026.
Yeah.
So now the filmmaker's like, oh, crap. I got to get this done by March 2026. So sometimes what you get is a almost done version.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if anybody remembers Cats. The horrible, terrible, no good, really bad Cats.
Can't believe that exists.
Well, that film
I
came
can.
out with incomplete special effects.
Yeah.
And then halfway through its run, which was what, 2 weeks, they released the better effects, which were still bad,
Yeah.
mind
Yeah.
you.
But it was better.
But a lot of times what'll happen is the
No,
filmmaker...
bad is better than worse.
Right. A filmmaker will get an opportunity to touch up everything that didn't get the attention and everything that it deserved before being released.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are like, how is that possible with a $300 million movie? But it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. And sometimes it's also the studio. We're looking at you, Warner Brothers.
They are allergic to money.
Yeah.
I know.
Who just say, like, no, it needs to be this, it needs to be this, it needs to be out sooner, it needs to be this. And it's like, let filmmakers make films, man.
You know what would save them? The Batman Beyond movie that we got a peek at that they decided to
Yes,
just not even
it
try.
definitely would. No, they don't want to make a movie based off of
Yeah.
The Spider-Verse design, even though everybody loved it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's Warner Brothers, but there's this studio that they started a movie called like The Black Knight or something. And it's about this like really skinny, it's almost like a Captain America story for like medieval times where it's this really skinny guy who becomes a knight, But not just any knight. He gets this huge suit of armor that is so big he has to use a bunch of ropes and strings to control every part of it. The only thing that he actually controls is the head, pretty much. And he has this massive blade. And just they released to get the movie going, because I don't know why they don't think people like it. I mean, it looks sick. But they released one clip to see if people actually wanted to see it, and it's going crazy. And it's this one fight scene where you see the actual size of a person, and it pretty much looks like a spider going against a human. I mean, the size difference is insane. And he's got the sword. The person is able to hide on the opposite side of the sword. That's how big the sword is.
Wow.
It's enormous. I mean, it looks like a great movie. I don't know why they think people won't go and see it.
I gotta have to check that out then.
Yeah.
Oh, Black
I've
Knight.
never heard of that.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's called The Black Knight. I saw like a clip. It's so good.
Mm.
I remember
Yeah.
there was a movie about a
I wouldn't be
knight
surprised if it was Warner Brothers who decided not to let it out.
I know.
You know who will? Netflix.
Netflix would.
Yeah.
Netflix would
they'll let
take the
anything out.
opportunity if someone didn't want that movie.
Yep.
I saw a thing the other day. And then I'm gonna turn it over to. I promise I'm gonna turn it over to you guys. So I saw a thing the other day. This guy met Kevin Smith, from Jay and Silent Bob, and he walked over to him and he asked him about the possibility of Netflix acquiring Warner Brothers. And Kevin Smith's reaction was, "Oh, it's already happened."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh."
That sounds
Like I kind of want it to be true.
I can't tell. Like, honestly, if you told me that like a few years ago, I would have been like, that's awful news. But now it's like,
that'd be great news.
but now I'm like, oh my gosh, that's like the greatest news I've ever heard.
Yeah, because Netflix actually just let their directors like make the movie. All right,
Yeah.
let's put it out.
I know.
Well, and they even like Zack Snyder's famous for making a film, getting it out, and then making another cut.
Yeah.
That's usually like way longer.
Way longer, yeah.
But I've seen both the Rebel Moon films with his version of it, the director's version, and
Director's
they're
cut.
so good.
Yeah. Like I get having cutting it though, because like you want a theatrical release that people will actually want to stay and watch. Like the director's cut is just like if you really like the movie and you have the time.
I think if Zack Snyder does movies, they should let him do his full version of it, and be like, and then they should market it as a Zack Snyder production,
Right.
So that it's going to be, hey, this come here for the long haul.
Yeah. I mean,
Even if it could be the most minor details that Zack Snyder included, just put his name up there, and it's like, I'll watch it.
I'm that way too with Peter Jackson in a sense. Like, I like the extended versions of the Lord of the Rings films.
Yeah.
And those are marathons, each one.
I mean, it's
wish
already
I
a
can stay
marathon.
awake throughout the extended versions of those films.
There's just and for the most part, it is stuff you get why it was cut. It's a lot of exposition. It's a lot of story.
Yeah.
That you could probably work out on your own, or that doesn't have a greater impact across the thing. But it's a lot of interesting things to know.
Yeah.
And things that just kind of add to the overall experience.
Yeah, it's all added details from the books that usually get cut for movie purposes.
Right. Unlike The Hobbit, which added details that weren't in the book, so that as the studio, which I wonder which studio that was, demanded that the film be split up into a trilogy, just like Lord of the Rings. And they remember that was a thing. Speaking of like remember that was a thing for a while. Everything had to be part 1, part 2.
Oh yeah.
I still like that though.
The
Like how
Avengers
Not I.
required.
The Avengers were supposed to be Avengers whatever part 1, Avengers whatever part 2.
I think that could have been cool, but I mean, we have the Avengers now, and I still think it's cool. So
I think it depends on if the source material. If the
Yes.
source material is so in depth, complex
yes,
that you need 2 parts to tell the story, because you don't want to put your fans through a 4 or 5 hour marathon film. I kind of get that. You
Yeah.
can split it up and keep the releases, close together, and then just release. You can release one film
Yeah.
for streaming or at home, something like that.
I don't know why that reminded me in
I,
Spider-Man.
I think like if it was going to be a two-parter movie, that it has to be a sequel of something that was highly successful. That the story, when it continues, it's that much bigger.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like, why is your first movie a two-parter?
Oh, when it's the first movie, yeah.
Yeah.
That's always bothered me when they're like, "Oh, this is going to be great."
Mhm.
And they're telling you it's great. And it's like, I'll make up my own mind.
Yeah.
Like announcing a shared universe before the first film comes out.
Ooh.
Bad move, Mummy.
The Mummy, yeah. That was not a good
Bad move,
idea.
Monsterverse.
And I was excited about the idea of taking the classic movie monsters and updating them.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it works on paper, and like because you look at the Godzilla movies, they've been updated and they're great.
And I liked the cast they had brought together. Javier Bardem was coming in as Frankenstein. You had Johnny Depp had signed on. I'm trying to think if he was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, or if he was one of those.
Dr. Jekyll,
Carol.
probably.
Russell Crowe was Dr. Jekyll. So I think Johnny Depp was the Invisible
How
Man.
dare you?
Which is
Oh,
weird
that
to
would be
think
cool.
that Johnny Depp would be the Invisible Man because he put so much physicality into his characters.
Right.
And
I
you
don't
had
know,
Tom
the
Cruise.
Invisible
he
Man-
would be wrapped up in bandages, and then you get to see his physicality there.
Right, true.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I mean, even with some of the Invisible Man stuff that I've seen, like, he definitely would be, like, some really physical momentum character.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really sad that the Mummy was so bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So horrible.
Yeah.
I don't know why that reminded me of. I saw this
Oh,
clip that Marvel cut from the No Way Home movie,
Yeah.
and it was right after the scene where he's at that fundraiser, and then
No, where he stops those bad guys and like he's doing quips everywhere and webbing everybody up.
I think so. But then the specific part was someone had a gun and it shot him down from the ceiling, or from the ceiling or the wall, and Spider-Man just dropped dead, and I'm like, what? But then he appears, because there was a couch in the way, and then he just jumps back up and from behind the couch, and he's like, nah, this suit's bulletproof, because he was wearing the Iron Spider one, and I was like, oh my gosh, that would have been hilarious. And it wasn't even that long
that
of
was a good scene, and that's one of the scenes that they should have kept in.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have as many quippy, fun, I'm Spider-Man doing stuff.
Yeah.
Things where he's just catching bad guys.
We have a thing here in the chat here. The Invisible Man in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen was done well. Whoa, you all right?
Yeah, book almost fell.
Oh,
What?
I don't know.
Book almost fell.
I was
Oh.
freaked out because he like, ah!
He had a diamond moment.
Yeah, I was either that or the ghost was poking him.
The Invisible
The
Man
Invisible
is here
Man.
somewhere.
Yeah, right as we talk about the Invisible Man, he does that. But unfortunately, that Invisible Man was lost in a bad movie, which is The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That's a tough one to bring.
I
the
don't
screen.
see. I didn't mind the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Is-
I enjoyed it. It was an action film. That's it.
Right. I think if you
You know?
knew where it came from, I think that's where it doesn't help.
Is that the one where he was
guess.
like a regular person and then got like this test done on him?
Who?
The Invisible Man.
Yeah. He was a thief, and
Right.
he ended up taking a serum, and the serum just turned him invisible. And that was it.
But like
The one that I remember was this like science lab was doing tests on a gorilla to turn
oh,
someone invisible.
that's Hollow Man.
Oh, that's Hollow Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very similar
Yeah,
story, but yeah, that's Kevin Bacon. So
Kevin Bacon.
way to bring Kevin Bacon into the show.
You're welcome.
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, man.
But yeah, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen was, I think,
Sean
I'm trying to think
Connery.
of who he did. I think he did a lot of controversial storylines and stuff like that. It was a very dark comic, and they took it, turned it into like an action film. Which if you don't know the comic series, I thought it was serviceable for what it was. Sean Connery, I love Sean Connery anyway.
Mhm.
But yeah. But anyway, all right, Ashton. Give me one of your favorite movie moments.
One of my favorite movie moments of all time will
Yes, sir.
always be Samuel L. Jackson's scene in Pulp Fiction.
Oh,
Ooh, what did he do there?
where he quoted a non-existing scripture verse.
A non-existent scripture verse? What did he say?
Ezekiel 25:17.
Right.
Path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the inequities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who, in the name of charity and goodwill, shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness. For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost souls. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know that my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee. I love that scene.
That's good.
That
So
sounds way too long to be one verse.
Well, it's
That's
not,
why it's a fake verse.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Universal says that's an awesome quote.
It is. And it's kind of like unexpected in a way, because you don't.
Mhm.
And it's one of the things that it's that moment that made me a fan of Quentin Tarantino and how he writes, because it really just like it also made his character educated.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a thug.
And like one thing I like about it, he goes, so why'd you choose that verse? He goes, it sounded cold. It's something cold for me to say before I kill somebody. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then after the guy comes out the bathroom and fires at him and like misses everything, he's like, that Bible verse, it means something better now. All right, let me figure this out.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Fun fact: in the Marvel's Lego superheroes game,
Yeah.
there's a scene where Nick Fury is the DJ of a party. You know, they're Lego characters.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he says a version of this scene in the game,
That's pretty cool.
but he ends it off with, "And you will know that he goes, I am the DJ when I lay my beats upon thee."
Oh my gosh,
That's pretty good.
hilarious.
I think the sad thing is that game, the only reason why I didn't like it was because it was one of the only games where the Lego characters were actually talking and not just doing grunts and letting me figure out the story.
Yeah, I did feel like the Lego games lost a little bit of charm
Yeah.
when
I
they
like
started speaking.
Yeah. I mean maybe it's just because I like the old games, but I liked looking at Obi-Wan just do a bowling ball face when Qui-Gon dies.
Oh yeah. Well, same with like Pirates. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
knew that was somebody doing a Jack Sparrow but like he would just, huh? And then like, or he'd just scream, ah!
Yeah.
But no one ever talked.
I
No one
loved
ever talked.
killing R2-D2.
Yeah, Seth used to kill R2D2 over and over and over.
Oh, you just wanted to hear that scream, huh?
Yep.
Same with Yoda.
Twisted.
Yoda was one of the good ones too. He didn't.
Was he?
He didn't scream, but he had like the weirdest groan. It was so weird.
You sound like Kermit.
Kind of.
Is
Pretty much.
that where
was
you
fun.
got your sigh from?
I'm secretly Yoda from the Lego games.
Oh my gosh. All right, Seth, give me a moment.
There are 3 moments that are all different, yet they're all basically summed up in the same thing. Optimus Prime dying. Pretty much. So you have the revenge.
I'm still in sound mode, so I'm like, what did that sound like?
You have Revenge of the Fallen, which has that absolutely amazing fight scene where it's just Optimus Prime versus Megatron, I think it's Blackout, and then Starscream, all in one fight. And
Revenge
he's
of the
still
Fallen.
going crazy.
Revenge of the Fallen is a bad movie with moments of brilliance.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you also have Transformers 1 where he dies, and I think that
yeah.
that one was
Then there's
pretty
Transformer
cool.
3 where he dies.
No,
then there's
it's
Transformers
Transformers
4 where he dies.
No, the other time he dies
No,
is
the
Transformers.
animated one, Transformers 1.
Oh, the cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the other one-
That
I
was
mean,
horrible.
I guess there's technically 4 because
What?
there's Transformers the movie where he dies at the very beginning. And then there's
Who were you wutting,
Transformers.
Ashton?
Huh?
Who were you wutting?
You said that the Transformers 1 was horrible.
The moment where Optimus died.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. I thought you said the movie was
Just to make new toys.
Yeah.
Screw you.
Yeah. But I mean, like, there's Transformers the movie where he dies at the beginning just for the
Right.
sake of toys.
Right.
There's Transformers
Mhm.
Rise of the Fallen where he dies fighting 3 Decepticons at once. There's Transformers 1 where he dies protecting Sentinel Prime. And then there's Transformers Prime Beast Hunters where he dies at the very end in order to restore Cybertron. Which are all, like, I think they're all pretty good moments in their own movies.
Optimus dying is a staple of Transformers, man.
Didn't it eventually take away the impact of Optimus dying?
Which one?
Any of them.
No, not really.
Like the first time I saw Optimus die was Transformers the movie.
Yeah.
And I blocked it from my memory till you came along and reminded me of it. Revenge of the Fallen was a good, like, it was a powerful moment.
Yeah.
But it's like,
It was for the sake of identifying the matrix of leadership.
right. And then in the third one, though, they fake
Which-
his death with all the Autobots on the spaceship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember? So it takes, every time you kill him, though, it kind of takes away the impact of it.
I think the way they do it differently each time, though, kind of helps because, I mean, technically in every version, Optimus Prime dies when he's Orion Pax, but, like, I think each one being different in that way is what keeps it alive, pretty much.
His death keeps him
Plus-
alive.
His death keeps him alive,
Well,
yeah.
all of his deaths had purpose. It wasn't
Yeah.
just like, he died. And it's like, well, he's gone now. It wasn't a way to just to get rid of him. It's he died for a reason. And they usually, I think the trope is they fridged him.
Oh,
Where-
you talking about like
where-
the Green Lantern thing?
Yeah. They
Yeah.
fridged him to motivate everybody else.
Yeah.
So,
Which, that worked pretty well. And then I liked
Yeah.
how, and then Rise of the Fallen, just the jolt combining Optimus Prime and Jetfire. That was awesome.
mhm.
I think I don't have the right Optimus Prime, but I have Jetfire. The other Optimus Prime doesn't like to combine.
Well, I have this Optimus Prime
Yeah, that one's
that
cool.
I recently got with one of my birthday gift cards.
Very nice. Very nice.
My
I
block,
have
my
Megatron.
blockies.
Mhm.
Oh, is that a blocky too?
Yeah.
So I want the Megatron from the I need to get the Megatron from the Bay movies now to go
Yeah.
with that one.
I want to get
And
more
then they can
sets.
fight.
I
Which
have,
Megatron? The one with the desert cloak and half a face?
Yeah,
Or
I think that's the one that they have.
the one on Blockies, they have the one that goes with that Optimus Prime, and I think they might have the Cloak one too. I haven't seen what
Oh,
they've
I don't know.
updated to yet.
Yeah, I don't remember which one exactly. I just know that it's the one I want. It's like $20 plus.
Yeah. I know they
shipping.
started doing those minis, which I don't really like the minis, aside from the fact that it allows us to. It's the only way that Blockies will do combiners. Like, the minis gave us the miniature Constructicons and Constructicon alt modes, which, if you collect all of them, you can get a bonus kit that comes with the head, the arms, and the thighs of Devastator to make the full-on
The
Devastator.
thighs?
Yeah, you
Boy,
get
them
his
thunder thighs,
you get his thunder thighs.
Don't tease me.
I mean, Devastator looks pretty cool, but you'd have to get the full sets of each and every pack, which are like $40 each, and only each one comes with like only 1 to 2 alt modes, and I think there's like 5 packs, so you got to pay like, I don't know, $200, and then you've got to pay $40 just for the extra to make it. So it's like $240 just to make Devastator, which is the size of a normal's Blockies figure like that Optimus Prime. It's not even that big.
You want to know a toy that everyone's gonna want?
Your mom.
It's gonna be
The Megazord.
the Seth Sims
Megazord.
Funko.
You know what I want? I need the Power Rangers have re-released like everything, but I'm still waiting for them to re-release a good version of the Morpher. I haven't seen the Morpher.
They're
yet.
not going to. They're the molds that they have now. They're
Yeah.
they're ugly.
You guys,
know-
you guys have left me in the dust with this conversation.
What I need is like I think some off-brand. I don't care if it's an off-brand that does it. Someone needs to make it. I want a metal one or one that's like a fake metal, but it's still like shiny
Oh, okay.
looking. Those would
Right,
be cool.
right. Yeah, I would love one of those too.
fake.
Luckily, I got myself Tommy's Master Morpher.
Oh,
So
nice.
I got that, and then do I have another? Nope, that's the only one I have.
Yeah, I used to have because I thought it was a Nerf gun. I used to have that Dino Morpher, the yellow one where you put those like little cartridges on one of
Okay,
the
yeah.
nozzles. I used to have that one because I thought it was a Nerf gun. But then I saw the Power Rangers on one time because they didn't have Transformers on at my grandma's house, and I was like, oh wait a minute, this isn't a Nerf
That's what
gun.
this is.
This is what this is. Yeah. And then like it was the last episode of it, and then all of a sudden they started playing the Power Rangers Samurai one. And that one was
Ah.
cool. I dressed up as the Blue Ranger like that Halloween.
The blue Samurai Ranger.
Yeah. I like that one.
I like, yeah, that one was cool. That
Yeah.
was cool.
I think
I
don't
like
know
I
if
like
did-
the Ninja Storm Rangers.
Oh, those were cool. I think my favorite Rangers were I don't know. I want to say it's like I forget what it's called. It's the one where they're kind of like pirates, but they can also alternate.
Oh, the
between,
Megaforce.
like- yeah, Megaforce. Yeah,
Super Mega Force. Yeah.
yeah, Super Megaforce. That one was cool. My dad has brought something into the living room. I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's for later.
It's for
Yeah.
later.
I
But-
liked.
I can't
I like the,
contribute to
Super
this
Mega Force guy.
conversation.
Yeah, you're not cool like us.
I liked the Super Mega Force Rangers
Me too.
costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were
Storyline
cool.
was kind of a little all over the place.
I know. I hear people complaining about it all the time, but I'm like, I couldn't care. They look cool.
Right. I
Yeah,
know.
they looked awesome. And then they had the Ranger War that happened where all the Rangers came
where
back.
all of them
That was-
came
that
back.
was so good.
Cool. Yeah, that was
They
awesome.
had a lot. They had a lot of good moments in the Megaforce series, but as a whole, the other series were way better.
Yeah, I like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Forever movie. That one was pretty cool. Which
Mm.
they just released Funko Pops for that movie.
Really?
Yeah, I saw them brand new at GameStop a couple weekends ago.
Oh, so they got Robo Rita, huh?
Yes, I said that was one of them they had, I believe. They also they started doing Zeo. They had the Black Ranger from Zeo.
Oh, I love Zeo. I need to go
know.
get those.
The Black Ranger looks so cool.
Yeah. Oh, that Gold Ranger.
The Gold Ranger, yeah. Oh gosh, I saw these. It's this knockoff company. I forget what it's called. It's like Mini Blocks or something. They came out with the Megazord and the Dino Megazord. And they're
Right.
like, what they do is like they come in these little boxes about this big, and it's each of the little Dinozords in those little boxes, and you unfold them into the Dinozords, and then they combine. So it ends up being like the figure's like this big, but it is so detailed and amazing, and it's also like a full metal. Like, unless it's
If you find that site, send it to me because
Yeah.
I need a good
I know.
Megazord.
I've been
I have-
searching for it forever.
I
It's
have
so
a black
cool.
and gold Megazord, but I
Oh.
want to get the individual pieces so that I can take them apart and put them
Yeah,
together.
I think they have an alternate version that's that color. Yeah, the Toys R Us exclusive version. That's where that color scheme came from.
Really?
Yeah, the black and gold version of the Megazord was a Toys R Us exclusive. It was one of the few versions of the Megazord that wasn't on screen,
Yeah.
which I like that one.
Actually, no, not anymore. They actually, in the most recent, one of the most recent Super Sentai series,
Uh-oh.
the Megazord came back,
Mm.
and he has like this really cool like cloak on, And
okay.
so that one came back, and then and like probably like a few weeks later, the black and gold version of it was featured in Super Sentai.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Now
yeah.
it's been
Now it's been, yeah. I think that leaves it. I think with that, I think that leaves us. I think there's only 3 Megazords left that haven't been seen. Because the other Megazords that haven't been seen are like the versions that combine, because they came out with like the Zords before they combine in the show.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them are like, oh, there's an alternate beast that can combine in the center, but we just don't show that. It's just like a side character.
Yeah,
Like it was
that,
kind of
that
like
happens a lot.
yeah, it was kind of like the Dinozord, the Green Ranger Dinozord before they decided to make it combine. Like it combined before it was even in the show like that. So I think that should bring us to our next movie scene, which is the Megazord tripping over his own feet in the movie. That was awesome. That was hilarious.
Oh,
They're like, "Oh my
yeah, that
gosh,
was
we
fun.
look so cool. All right, guys, let's walk."
Oh no!
It's so bad. I wish they got a sequel though, because they teased the Green Ranger at the
I
end.
know, man. I think they should have gotten
Mhm.
one. I wasn't the biggest fan of their suits,
Yeah.
but
Apparently,
watching the
from
movie and seeing the progression, how they got there,
yeah.
well, it was, I think that it was a good choice on how the movie was
Mhm.
done. But
From what I heard, whoever owns Power Rangers now, they're talking about rebooting
Netflix.
the movie series.
Netflix owns it.
Yeah, so they're talking about making a whole new movie series.
Zack
because
Snyder's
It's a
Power
bit.
Rangers.
It's a bit late to make the sequel for that Power Rangers, but they want to make a new Power Rangers movie series, and it's not gonna be based off the originals or off of the TV shows. It's gonna be like a full on like reboot movie.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they want to do a full on,
Yeah.
just a straight up only American stuff and not any of the any Japanese footage.
Unicron
uh-oh.
is supposed to be the strongest of all Transformers. Do you guys agree? And did you like the Rise movie that Transformer was in? So I'm guessing that's Rise of the Beast.
Unicron is only the strongest because Primus became a planet and used the rest of his power to create a whole race of Transformers instead of an eternal battle. So technically, he's
Boom
the
goes the dynamite.
Technically, Primus and Unicron are the strongest, but
Well, they're two sides of the same coin,
yeah, pretty much.
much
But
like Optimus and
Unicron
Megatron.
didn't sacrifice himself to make a whole new species. So
Megatron's a punk, bro.
I think it depends on who you put Unicron against, because there are people who I think could defeat Unicron if you gave him the right circumstance in a certain universe.
As Qui-Gon says, there's always a bigger fish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time, like seriously,
You know what?
like
Here,
every
greatest
time.
question: Planet Eater versus Planet Eater. Who's stronger, Galactus or Unicron? I think that's a decent one.
I would like to say Galactus because the power
Yeah.
cosmic is very vast. He can do a lot with it.
True.
Right.
But he's just
Comic
hungry
book
all the
Galactus.
time. So it's like, I gotta
Yeah.
eat, so I have to
But
focus over here.
That's
But-
like kind of the same thing with Unicron, though. He's like hungry for planets all the time too. That's why he eats Cybertron, goes after Earth. He needs Energon, and so much of it that he needs to go after planets.
But not Galactus from the current Fantastic Four
no,
movie. The comic book Galactus.
Yeah.
That's
you're like average.
crazy
You're
powerful.
average
The
Galactus. What you
The
think
problem
of?
with Galactus in a fantastic, the problem with Galactus in any movie, he's way too powerful to be a villain
for
of
one.
a single movie.
Right.
Yeah,
He needs
And
to
when
be
you make him the
phased
villain of a single movie, the way you beat him seems like it's going to be it's going to be like that's
I think that's why
That's
they
it.
teleported him instead of finding a way to actually kill him.
no. I'm saying like even that alone.
Yeah,
because
Sue Storm by
he can
herself.
change-
Yeah, that was okay.
Knocked
That
him
was
through.
insane. I was like, no way.
Yeah, but like also because like him changing his size is part of the thing. Like he can change
Yeah.
his size to hold the Earth in his hand if he wanted to.
Also, I found out that the reason why he looks at Lady Liberty in the movie isn't because he thought it was like some like regular, really large-sized woman. It's because I found out in the comic books, Lady Liberty is actually constantly checking the balance of the universe. So when he arrives on Earth, he has to make sure he isn't disrupting the balance of the universe, or else Lady Liberty is going to go after him.
I don't think that's true.
I have no clue, but honestly,
That
it would
is-
make.
that-
Here's the
that-
thing.
that is-
Here's
that
the
is-
thing.
That is not.
I
true.
just made
It
that
makes
up,
sense,
but
though.
it
No,
might
I didn't
be
make it
true.
up. I didn't make
the
it up.
thing
It's
is-
from
the
a
thing is
comic book.
That theory has been going around, and I was like, I don't even recall Lady Liberty actually being an actual comic book character anywhere. And then like some other comic book guys who are vastly more intelligent than I am on the subject, they was like, yeah, that's not true. Whoever thought about that,
I don't know.
yeah,
It sounds
nice
cool
try,
though.
sweetheart, but that's
Because
that's not a thing.
isn't that more of the job for the living tribunal?
I don't even know what
Yeah.
that
And
is.
eternity,
I'm not a
I
comic
mean-
book guy. I just go off of what I hear. That sounds cool.
So yeah, that would be the living tribunal who would be the one to assess the balance of the balance in the universe. So
I
mean,
know one thing that is true is that people were confused why he's sniffing the planet, and it's to check for celestials.
mm,
That one I know is true because that one was full on like part of it.
okay,
I thought he was just pretending to be Dark Side from Zack Snyder's Justice League.
yeah.
Oh, the Halloween special for the Power Rangers. They have to do that. I
nothing.
feel like
nothing says
that
cool
was
like a
guaranteed.
Halloween special.
That was guaranteed.
In,
Yeah,
in,
there's
that-
always-
in the
there's
special,
always
they're
a
gonna
Halloween
dress
special.
they're gonna dress as each other.
Oh, they're gonna do that time where like they swapped all the morphers, like each of them were.
Oh, that actually
they-
happened.
I think so. It happened once. I think it was
one
of
of the series that happened.
I don't know. I haven't watched.
I know
all
that
of
definitely
them.
happened when they swapped with the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I know they. I know that the morphers have swapped between people though in the same series.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's happened, but I don't know if like they've had them all switch at the same time.
I think it was like SPD. Where
I think so.
It was the Red Ranger.
Yeah.
He gave his morpher to another guy whose dad was the first SPD Red Ranger, and he was killed.
Yes.
And the son, for whatever reason, didn't inherit the Red Ranger morpher. He actually became
Yeah.
the Blue Ranger. And then the guy who killed his dad, he showed up back, and the Red Ranger was like, "Hey, this is the guy who took out your dad." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Take my morpher, and you handle him."
Mhm.
So he gave
There
him
was
his
this-
morpher. He became the Red Ranger,
Mhm.
and then beat him.
There were two other instances I remember where, well, I guess three technically, that I remember people switching morphers was where, I forget which one it is, but the Red Ranger, his father and brother, I think the brother goes missing and the father dies. But when they collect all of the morphers, there's extra morphers, and it turns out that their like spirits were confined within the morphers. So when they all collected, the extra two morphers became the brother and the father, which was pretty cool.
That is the power grid for you.
Power grid, yeah, probably. And
Power
then
grid shenanigans.
yeah, and then the other one, they're both from the original series from season 1, where the Pink Ranger gets stuck in a past time. So she goes back and gets the morphers and gives them to the great grandfathers of all the Power Rangers. We can.
Oh yeah, that
I
was the
heard
Western
that.
episode, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was like one of the really early episodes. And then
Yeah, that was the Western. That was the Western.
Yeah,
when,
the
when
Western
they
one.
went back to Old West.
yeah, and that one was cool. And then the other one, of course, is when the Green Ranger, the morpher is given to the power coin is given to Rita, well, taken by Rita and used to make Lord Zed, where he then has to make become the new White Ranger.
Mm.
Which I found out there's a comic book explaining how he gets the coin, and it's actually really cool.
I mean, like they had the coin first, and then Rita. Like the reason why the dragon shield is there because that's Rita's mother's shield.
Yeah. Same with the sword. Well, I think I heard that the sword, based on the comic book, the sword is actually infused with Rita's mother's life force.
The Sword of Darkness.
Yeah, something like that. I heard that
No,
it was formed.
No, it's the shield that's infused with Rita's mother's life force,
Oh, okay.
because
Come on, bro.
she sacrificed herself to create the shield to be part of the powers for the Green Ranger, so that
Oh,
when Rita
okay.
used it, she wouldn't be evil.
Yeah.
But then for whatever reason, she couldn't use the powers anymore.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so much lore in Power Rangers.
Oh, apparently, I have some updates from Universal. Disney Plus and Hasbro have officially begun producing Power Rangers reboot. Filming set to begin in January 26th in London. All right, I told you. I knew there was a movie. Let's go. All right. What time is it? Are we almost there to the
It's
next
8:20.
hour? Oh, wow. Man, we've been talking about Power Rangers for a while.
We skipped an entire musical break.
Yeah, I guess so.
After several years of delay and Netflix dropping out of the project, Hasbro has joined forces with Disney Plus and 20th Television to revive the nostalgic series. Pat is so enthralled with this topic. He knows so much about Power Rangers. It's his jam. You know it.
Yeah.
Bring on the Power Rangers. Here to fight for the forests and the trees. That's what they do, right?
No.
They're rangers.
Yeah, that's
No, that's the Planeteers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Captain. Now, I do know Captain Planet because he's our hero.
You know what? I need to get the new Captain Planet comic book series.
Oh, there's a new series?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
The classic
It looks
cartoon
really good,
series
honestly.
was so good. You hear it's funny. So Ashton, I never watched it growing up or anything like that. Where I fell in love with Captain Planet, and it should have bothered me, like it should have annoyed me. But we were on a cruise
Oh, God.
back when I was like maybe 21, 20, somewhere around there, and I would go back to my room, and I'd turn the TV on, and Captain Planet was playing all the time. It was crazy. But, like, I could not stop watching whenever I was in the cabin. And it was just, and I learned the lyrics to the song on our 3-day cruise.
Yeah.
All of it. And
Ours
I got
was constantly the like that Disney Plus one where it's like the Greens or something.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
We watched it. We watched it at home because it was actually kind of good. It's like Big City Greens, I
Right.
think is what it's called.
Right.
Which that one was constantly on when we went on the cruise. Like they choose one show and just put it on the whole time.
Ashton,
Pat.
do you have a great favorite movie moment you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, I do. Oh, man.
For once, I'm the one bringing us back to topic.
Okay.
Usually, I'm the one taking. This is what it feels like for the rest of you guys when I just go off on tangents.
Probably.
I'm just checking.
Most likely. I mean, you saw my face when I was staring intently at the delete button a little while ago. That was weird.
Yeah. I got a couple more.
All right, all right.
This one's from Jurassic Park.
Yes.
It was the dinner scene where they were all gathered around the table and they were talking about their day and how they enjoyed the park. And Dr. Malcolm brought up the idea. Dr. Malcolm being Jeff Goldblum's character,
Right.
being the chaotician that he is. He's like, this is great that that you did all this. But you wanted to market it and packet it and sell it so bad that you saw that you could do it, but you never stopped to ask the question whether you should do it. And I think that philosophy was so good because it's something that is real. People find the ways to do a lot of things and then just forget they forget that, you know what, maybe we shouldn't do this.
Right.
But
Yeah.
people just want, like, corporations want profits so much that They don't care about anything else but that. So it's like, oh, we can do it. Let's go ahead and do it.
Right.
Which is one of the reasons why I don't really like AI as much right now.
Right.
But yeah,
The idea
that scene was really good. Even when I was younger, when I saw it, I liked it. I like it even more now.
and it plays a role in every Jurassic Park movie, even though they don't directly reference it.
Yeah,
It really does. If you look at even the new one, Jurassic World Rebirth, that whole thing of should we have done this really gets called into play here, because essentially you in the end, for the most part, you were breeding dinosaurs to die.
Yeah.
And unless they went to this certain place where they could actually survive.
The equator.
Yeah, at least for now, they could actually survive. But yeah, that was a really good. What's another funny part about that scene, for me, when I'm watching it, is you have John Hammond, who's constantly talking about how much he's spending on this park, right? And that he spared no expense, even though sparing expense is what got him into trouble with Dennis Nedry and all of that. But they're sitting in this little room surrounded by essentially what lines up as like a little slideshow off these, and it just felt cheap. Like everything about that scene felt like he definitely spared expense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But I think that's kind of the point of a lot of the movie, is the whole idea that he's bragging about everything. And it's funny, they want you to like that character. Like if you watch the movie, they kind of want you to like John. In the book, no.
Oh yeah, he's like, yo, this dude is terrible.
Yeah. And he doesn't.
You're a horrible person.
He doesn't make it through the book
gosh.
either. John Hammond doesn't make. Neither does Ian Malcolm, which is a little surprising considering that Michael Crichton wrote a novelization of The Lost World and brought him back. But Ian Malcolm doesn't make it through Jurassic Park. But all right, Seth, give me a movie moment that stands out for you.
The Grinch tablecloth scene.
Oh, the one we just saw. Did you put it in there? Yeah, that was where he pulls it, nothing comes off the table,
So he has to go back and shove it all out.
Right. Well, and of course we know that what makes that so memorable.
Yeah, he
Is
didn't
it-
mean to.
Yeah,
That was
it
an
was
accident.
it was all improv. Because he did, the stuff was supposed to come off when he pulled it,
He just did
but
it
it
so
made
perfectly.
the scene so much better.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
awesome.
Jim Carrey has a knack for doing that stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw out something here that it became a thing for a short time, and I want to say the first movie to do it was A Bug's Life, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. And it's something I actually wish was done, not all the time, but at least every so often.
Yeah.
But they haven't done it for years. And that was the Pixar blooper reels.
Oh my gosh, those are so
Oh man, I
good.
love those.
Weren't those amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are great.
It also kind of made you suspend that disbelief where you're kind of like, maybe that was real. Like, and how many of those things, like the Lego movie had a blooper reel.
Yeah.
And so you kind of wonder, like, how much of that is alternate takes that was a real, like, voiceover blooper, and how much of it was scripted.
Yeah. I
Right,
forget
right.
I forget what movie I watched. I didn't watch the movie. It was a movie that I had watched, but I never saw it. But they re-released this like blooper reel. It was an animated movie, and it was a blooper reel, and they were animating all the characters based off of the blooper reels. So it was like, oh, it was My Hero Academia. That was what it was. They released the animated My Hero Academia bloopers.
Really? They was a
And one of them was, I think my favorite one, when he's at the pool and he's talking about how he needs to get better and he needs to remember stuff. and he forgets his lines, so he's like, and I really need to remember my lines. And it was pretty funny. But there's like a bunch of other ones, and the best part is they put it over the scenes they're supposed to be talking, and the way it's animated, it looks like it's supposed to be those lines. It's so funny.
That's cool.
I will say,
I know there was a blooper that made it into a movie. Again, Jim Carrey did it.
Yeah, Jim Carrey's.
It was Lemony Snicket's A Series of
yeah.
Unfortunate Events.
yeah,
Oh,
And he
yes.
forgot his line in the movie. And he goes, rewind that, go back and say what you said again.
yeah,
And then the kid says it again. And then he comes back and say the line.
Yeah,
And I'm
that
like,
was a good one.
that was perfect.
when I found out that was a blooper, I was like, oh, well, shit. He just made it work.
Yeah.
I kind of miss, and it's kind of funny with everybody having post-credit scenes.
Yeah.
We don't get credit bloopers like we used to,
Yeah.
and like I miss those.
Mhm.
And I used to I do like joking about it though. Like we'll watch a very serious movie or a horror movie, and I'll be like, "Oh, are they gonna show bloopers?"
Yeah.
As a joke. But I think like for me growing up, that was a lot more common
Yeah.
than it is today.
Like I want to see movies where characters are flying, and then I want to see the blooper reel of them on like the strings flying and just messing around. I want to see that. Those are cool.
Like I would have liked to have seen a blooper reel during the credits of Happy Gilmore. Too.
Oh my gosh, yes. That would
Or
have been awesome.
I don't know if they. I mean, I didn't get to the
I'm
credits.
pretty sure everybody was laughing so much that the blooper reel could have been its own movie.
Yeah, but
yeah.
or like
Maybe it is the whole movie.
the
There's
new
no
Na-
bloopers.
the new Naked Gun film. I haven't gotten to the credits, but I didn't hear anything about a blooper reel for that one.
That
And
should've
I'd
had one.
imagine with as absurd as that movie was that we've seen, I mean, the snowman stuff alone would have
Oh.
had me laughing.
Uh,
But you'd imagine there were a lot of people cracking up
oh yeah,
on that film. And what's the harm in showing it?
yeah.
It's
I
just-
think it just depends on how the scene was, because I feel like if they were making jokes like off the script, then maybe. But if it was just laughing at the script, I feel like just eventually it's just like, oh, that's just too much to put as an end credits thing.
But those are some like Will Ferrell. His films would have blooper reels in them, like
Yeah.
Talladega Nights, Anchorman, because there was so much ad libbing going on.
Yeah, so much ad libbing, it was hilarious.
Right.
And it was hilarious.
I love the
I
one where
feel like there was a blooper reel on Tropic Thunder, unless I'm just thinking about like the blooper scenes on the DVD.
I think so, because the only thing I remember from the credits was Tom Cruise and
The
that
dancing
the
and
dance.
at the end.
yeah. I think my favorite one was seeing the blooper of, it's the one where he's a lawyer and can only tell the truth.
Yeah, liar, liar.
Liar,
Yeah,
liar.
liar, liar, and it's when he's in the elevator.
Yeah,
I love the
Oh,
bloopers
yeah.
from that scene. That was hilarious.
yeah. The liar, liar had some of my favorite.
Wasn't that
blooper
one
moments.
also him,
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, putting like his own lines in there?
Yeah.
I don't know why I couldn't
Mhm.
remember what it's called.
Yeah, that has one of my favorite
Ad-libbing
lines
his-
in it.
He ad libbed some stuff,
Ad-libbed. Yes.
and then he cameoed in his own movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, as
Cameo.
Fire Marshal Bill. But liar, liar has one of my favorite lines in it of all time, which is my teacher says that real beauty comes from within, and he's like, that's just something ugly people say. And that was him telling the truth. I'm like, oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they
Yeah.
went there. All right, Ashton. Movie moment, my friend. Your
Oh.
turn.
I have another one. This is from an animated movie.
All right.
Batman, Superman, Apocalypse.
Good one.
In this scene, Batman essentially beats Darkseid.
Yes.
He got by outsmarting him
Yep.
because he hacked his systems and armed all his Hellspore bombs that was going to destroy his planet, and said, "Let go of Supergirl, and I'll disarm your bombs." And he's like, "You're bluffing." Tells him the code. He goes, "Am I bluffing now?" And then Darkseid tries to beat him, tries to beat it into him, saying, "Disarm them." He goes, "Nah, I'm not going to." And he's like, "All right, I'll let go." You humans, you guys are murderers. You'll do it.
Yeah. I didn't know that was from like an animated movie. I thought it was just like the animated series.
Yeah, no, that's
Mm-mm.
it's a good one. The DC animated
Movies
movies
are
are amazing.
DC animated is just amazing everywhere.
The Dark Knight Returns is one of my all-time favorite cartoons in general.
Mm.
So good. The Ninja Turtle Batman cartoon
Oh, that was so
movie
good.
ended up like the comic book's really good, but the
Mhm.
movie did really well and really
Yeah,
did a great balance
absolutely.
of the dark of Batman and the light-hearted Ninja Turtles. Like when Mikey's in the Batmobile, it's
Yes.
hilarious.
I
Push all
never
the
got
buttons.
to do that.
I did. This isn't in a movie, but I would love to see it in one at some point.
Mhm.
And then Seth will go to you. And I just because the horrible lasso scene from The Flash.
Oh.
The Flash. There is a great movie in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I there's a lot of heart to that movie. There's
somewhere.
just
it's such a mess.
yes. But the way that Batman was treated in that when he's got the lasso on, and I was just appalled
Yeah.
when he's like, "Oh, I just do this, and I can't say thank you to anybody." It's like, no, that's all bullcrap. That
Yeah, because he's already said thank you before.
right,
Yeah.
like essentially he's lying while using
Mhm.
it. But there's
I mean, he could easily. I
there-
don't know. He's one of the people who I believe could lie with the lasso of truth.
so there's
Nah.
a scene in the comics where Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman are holding the lasso of truth.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they're like, let's say, they say their real names,
Yeah.
and Diana, Wonder Woman says, "I am Diana,"
Yeah.
blah blah blah,
Of-
and then
of
you
Themyscira.
Superman goes, "I am Kal-El Clark Kent,"
Yeah.
and then he goes, "I'm Batman,"
Yeah.
and I was just like, yes,
But like,
that is
he's
amazing.
Batman. His alternate ego is Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I would love to see that done in that way.
Yeah.
And but it
Well,
has
that's
to be
what I
so
was-
deadpan. It can't be played as a joke.
Yeah.
Even though it is.
Yeah.
It has to be like
Mhm.
everyone has to just be like,
I like the ones where it's the Justice League at like the beginning of the Justice League, and it's like, who is everybody? And it's like, I'm not telling my name, and Batman is just like Wally West Flash.
right?
Clark
Yeah, he
Kent,
calls everybody out.
Superman. Like he's just calling
Bruce
everybody
Wayne.
out. Yeah,
He's
those
like,
are.
you knew.
All right, Seth.
Uh-huh.
I believe it's your turn, right?
Sure.
For
Yes.
a movie moment.
I almost said Superman. Iron Man versus Thor in the Avengers
Mm.
beginning. That one was
Doth
cool.
mother know you weareth her drapes?
Yes.
Tony was such it. Oh my god! Like the more I think about Tony, the more I realize how much of he's such a bad person.
Right. Oh, he was the worst
Your suit
in
is at 100.
Age of Ultron. when he's laughing about what's happening with Ultron. He's like, I shouldn't be
Mhm.
laughing, right? It's not funny, right?
Yeah.
But it is fun. Like you understood why Thor wanted to kill him
Oh yeah.
in
100%.
that moment. But no, that scene with Thor and Iron Man, and then Captain America comes in.
Mm-hmm. I think
Yeah.
anything where
After.
Captain America comes in when you least expect it is like one of the best scenes ever.
I love Cap.
Yeah.
Love Cap.
Yeah,
I love.
he's-
I think
I'm always Team Captain America.
you could do you could do like you don't. It doesn't even have to be the part where Captain America has it. It could just be the 2-second clip of Mjolnir hitting Thanos without Thor's usage.
Oh,
good-
when you
yeah.
know that's
Yeah, when you just
know
you
it's
just
Cap.
know it's Cap. You don't
Right.
even have to watch the first movie where he like slightly moves Mjolnir. You just know it's like out of everybody it
Yeah,
has
and
to be
Ultron.
Captain America.
Yeah. Ashton, what's
Mhm.
your thoughts on that moment? Do you think, because I like the idea that Cap started to move Mjolnir and then stopped because of Thor? Or was it he wasn't worthy at the time and actually couldn't move it?
I think I like the idea of him not being worthy at the time,
Okay.
but he's good enough to budget.
Right.
It's just he needs to go through something.
It was like
To
you're
get
on your
there.
way.
Right.
And I think in my head canon, that thing that he had to go through was the choice between knowing Bucky killed Iron Man's parents and didn't say anything, and or letting him know.
Mhm.
And I think in my head canon, that is what made him worthy of using Mjolnir.
Mhm. I feel like if he could, I feel like in Civil War he would have definitely at least tried to do something like use that as a bragging rights.
I mean, Thor wasn't in Civil War.
No, but he could have used that scenario where like
Oh.
I purposely didn't move Mjolnir. You know that.
But
Tony Stark.
that'd be out of character for Cap.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
it would become,
And that would have made him unworthy
True, definitely.
to lift it. Yeah, because Cap doesn't brag.
No.
He doesn't really he doesn't flex
yeah,
really.
he's not braggadocious.
Yeah.
He's loyal to his friends, and he thinks with a clear head. And has a
Yeah.
warrior spirit when he needs to, and so yeah.
I see you copied my bid.
Yeah.
Well,
You've got it, my dude.
the Avengers.
His intro in Endgame, or not Endgame, Infinity War was pretty good too.
That's which one?
Infinity
Cap?
War,
Or-
Captain America.
Yeah, when he
Okay.
yeah, both. Because I
Behind
was
the
gonna say,
train.
um, the Avengers have brought us a lot of very very cool moments.
Yes.
Yeah,
And-
there's a bunch on my list.
And I'm gonna go with one. I'm gonna go with one that kind of got overshadowed once Endgame came out. Like it was the big deal for a while,
Mhm.
and then Endgame came out, and people kind of were all about Endgame. But Thor's entrance into Wakanda for
Mhm.
Infinity War still
Insane.
gives me goosebumps.
Yeah.
I don't think that scene has been overshadowed at all because everybody still talks about that scene.
Well, I just meant in the moment. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
it has gotten, because I think Infinity War, and we've talked about this, like, as time has gone on, I think Infinity War has maintained its status as being,
The
at
better
least
movie.
in my opinion, the better of the two movies.
Mm-hmm.
Endgame was the biggest finale of all time. But a lot of what led up to that big finale, the portals and everything, was kind of missable.
Mhm.
You can skip all of it and go straight to the end and be completely happy with
Yeah.
that decision.
Yeah.
You can't say the same really for Infinity War.
Mhm.
I love that film from beginning to end.
Yes.
And I could not. If I watch it, I'm not skipping it. I'm not
No.
skipping nothing.
No.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of heart. There's a lot of I think Peter Quill gets a bad rap. I think Star-Lord gets a bad rap because, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, do you guys realize,
With Thor.
like, if the bad guy did something like what Thanos did to my wife,
Mhm.
oh,
Yeah.
I don't care what the situation is. I'm gonna try to kill that sucker in that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what I say whenever people say that Peter was the bad guy because he screwed everything up,
Right.
and I'll sit there and say, you don't think that about Iron Man.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't think that about Iron Man going off the deep ends, knowing that Bucky was used as a weapon and
Right.
against his will. You say Bucky deserves to die,
You know who?
but but Peter gets a pass because
Well, you know who wasn't telling Peter not to attack Thanos is the guy that knew what was gonna happen,
Mhm.
and that was Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
well, when it comes to time travel, man, you can't stop certain events.
Yeah.
I like how Tony Stark though. Thanos already knew who Tony Stark was. Like the man who created a new element is unknowingly known across the entire universe. Like he didn't even how is he known throughout the universe? I don't know how it spread to that point.
Oh no, he's not known throughout the universe.
Yeah.
Just Thanos just knows him because of the
Thanos.
first the first Avengers movie.
Right.
Because remember at the end,
Oh, true. Yeah.
the guy went to Thanos and said, "The Earth is protected by the Avengers, and to court them is to court death."
Right.
And then he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Okay, so I guess I better learn about these guys then.
Which is another awesome moment that I lost my crap on when your mother and I saw it in theater,
Yeah.
and I was one of like 5 people that knew what was happening.
Oh man, when I saw it, I was like, oh snap,
Yeah.
in the theater, right? And then like
Mhm.
all my friends who don't know much about comic books, they was like, all right, Ashton, because I was still in the army, and it was like, all right, sit down and talk to us. Who was that? I was like, oh, y'all not ready for it.
You'll
And I
know.
had to explain to them who Thanos was. They was like,
Right.
yo, can't wait.
What's really interesting would be to go back through all the post credit scenes and find out which ones actually got followed up on in the way that they were presented or at all.
Mhm.
So, I mean, obviously Iron Man, yes, because that's the Avengers Initiative. The Incredible Hulk was technically setting up the Hulk to be the bad guy for the Avengers,
Yeah.
and that
Mhm.
didn't happen.
They still kind of made it.
And then from there
work,
on, it was
but
just
not-
teasing the next film in the series, right? The next one would tease Thor, then you would tease Captain America.
Yeah.
Captain America basically showed a trailer for the Avengers
Yeah.
as its post credits. And then Avengers showed Thanos. But it teased the comic book Thanos,
Yeah. It wasn't the
which
Thanos that we
whose
got in this one.
intentions was not to bring balance to anything.
No.
And this Thanos sat on his throne, whereas the Thanos we ended up getting, we see as a much more active
Mhm.
Thanos. You know,
Well, and then he refuses to sit on the throne because Gamora doesn't like it.
No,
that's That's a
no,
different.
I don't think he
deal.
didn't sit on it because Gamora didn't want to. It's just
At least in the scene.
Thanos' character changed so much from the comic and the movies because in the comics, Thanos honestly does not. His motivations make zero sense.
That he's courting death.
Yeah, he's in love with a girl, and it's like I'm going to do all this because I love this girl.
Hey, men are stupid.
That's it.
Yeah. What do you
That's
expect?
it. So it's like it's dumb. It's doesn't make in the grand scheme of things. That simple premise of Thanos doesn't make any sense. But then you see like stories where Thanos is doing stuff where it doesn't mention death, and it's those are better depictions of what Thanos should be.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
once they decided to make him the central villain for the movie, it was like, okay, we're not going to go with the whole love thing because that's just dumb. Let's make him how they turned him out. And now, and because of how good that was, they changed his character in the comics.
I do think the only time I really got into that particular story was the Infinity Gauntlet series, which is of course my favorite comic book series anyway.
Yeah.
But I think the reason for that is they added some complexity to it. It wasn't just as simple as I'm in love with death, so I'm going to impress her by, killing as many as I can. And in this case, he snaps away half the universe. But it's that constant rejection that makes it interesting for me.
Yeah.
Because I think every guy has been through something where maybe you're into someone who's not into you,
Yeah.
right? And you do stupid stuff to try to get their attention.
And they call you Steve Urkel.
And but then like at one point in the comics he gets so frustrated with her, he just creates a woman who unconditionally loves him to make her, but he doesn't love this woman. He just made her to love him to make death jealous. Like I just love
Yeah.
the little intricate details of that. And I initially thought they were going to go with something a bit more like the Infinity Gauntlet storyline, which I get is a much tougher thing to do because at the time there was a lot of X-Men involved, Spider-Man was involved, and there's Fantastic Four, or Doctor Doom at least was involved. And these are a lot of characters that at the time they didn't have the rights to use. So the idea of trying to bring that comic to life would not have worked.
I think it still could have worked. It's just the idea of wanting to see all those characters. That's what
Right.
That's the only thing that people um that I've noticed people complain about. Whenever there's a story that is adapted to the MCU, the story works perfectly fine.
Right.
But people are like, oh well, this didn't do right because it didn't have these characters in it. But I mean, like, if you really think about it, those characters are not needed.
Yeah.
Right. No, I
I
get
think
that.
I think the best one that was pretty much like that was an animated one where it was just the Avengers, like Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Black Widow, and Hawkeye versus Thanos. But it was just that they were all so
Yeah.
overwhelming him. And then I
Uh-huh.
think the ultimate thing was Thor's aging abilities.
Oh
He
yeah,
tried to-
yeah. I remember
He
that
aged.
movie.
He tried to age all the Avengers, but then Thor couldn't age.
No, he
Well,
aged.
he
It's
aged,
just-
but it was just so slowly that he was
No,
able
no,
to
no.
get
He
close
aged
enough.
Because
You're
as
wrong.
guardians, as they get older, they get stronger.
Yeah,
So he aged him 1,000 years. He had gray hair, but he was just
yeah,
outrageously strong.
yeah. And he could get close enough to Thanos where he just pinned him down with Mjolnir. And
Yeah,
he
and
couldn't
Thanos was
move.
like, "Ah, crap, I can't do this." So he turned the time back and brought him back to the younger self.
Yeah, but that was it. Was just like it was a really strong Thanos with all the stones, and just regular Avengers were able to do it.
I have a question
No, you
for
don't.
both of you.
No.
I might
What
have an answer
is
for you.
what is a Marvel movie? I'm not TV series. Let's
Okay.
do movies that gets a lot of undeserved hate.
I don't know.
A Marvel movie that gets a lot of undeserved hate.
So let's talk about the movies that get hate.
Thunderbolts.
Iron Man 3 gets a lot of flack. Thor, the Dark. I mean, let's just be honest. Phase 2 gets a lot of flack.
Yeah.
Phase 4, Eternals, gets a lot of flack. The Thunderbolts, I think the problem with that wasn't that it got a lot of flack, because everybody I know that
I guess
saw it
so.
liked it.
Yeah.
The problem was is not enough people went to go see it.
Yeah.
And the same kind of goes with Fantastic Four. We are entering what I believe is a phase of superhero fatigue, where unless it's a big event film, like I think Doomsday will be fine,
Yeah.
but
Well, same with the.
we're just
I
after
don't
that.
believe that superhero fatigue is a thing.
you don't.
No, because people want to see their favorite characters.
True, but I'm just
If
trying
their
to figure
favorite
out why.
characters aren't, if their favorite characters aren't in it, they're gonna say it's crap.
I think it's just based on the releases that came out prior that have just been so bad that they don't have faith in the new movies until
No,
they have
and
to,
and that's the
until it's
problem.
at
That's
home.
also a problem. Those aren't their favorite characters.
Right.
Yeah.
They forget that Iron Man and Thor were wildly unknown against people who weren't comic book heads.
Yeah.
They
I
forget these things.
I think
And
aside
then
from aside from the Winter Soldier, I think I originally had hated almost every character in the Thunderbolts.
I
Like-
mean,
Like I love the movie, but like before
Mhm.
that movie, all the characters were on my like
you really don't care about
lowest
them, right?
10 characters in Marvel.
No, the one thing
Yeah.
I wish we knew a little bit more. All right,
Mhm.
and I'll say this is so Warner Brothers is still trying to push the impact of the new Superman,
Mhm.
right? Because they need to, number one, because if you're going to continue the DCU as is, you've got to make Superman look like a massive, massive hit however you can. And it was a hit, sure. Was it a massive world? No. It didn't pass Man of Steel at the box office. It didn't. There's a lot of things it didn't do. It was beaten out by Jurassic World.
Mhm.
But
I think
they
focusing on profit is what is the issue when it comes to superhero movies. Instead of focusing on did a large chunk of people really actually like the movie.
well,
And
and-
a large chunk of people really like the movie.
Well, what I was
And
trying to
then-
get at is like, I'm not so much. I mean, the metrics of it is money because that's easier to quantify, but also the amount of people that just support the film, like you said, and that how do you show support for something? You watch it,
Mhm.
right? So more people and I'm not trying to bash or anything. I'm going to make a point here. More people paid to go see Man of Steel than Superman. Now, does that mean the Man of Steel is better? Does it mean Man of Steel is this? Well, to me, it is better. But no, because we're living in a completely different time. Number one, it's almost twice as much to go see a movie now.
Right.
Number two, Superman was in theaters like 2 months, if that, and then it was on streaming. It was
But I mean, like
available.
that's all these movies now.
Right, and that's another thing where why and like we even have a thing here where we say, is it movie theater worthy? Right, which means it's got to beat out my television, my Dolby Atmos surround sound system in my home to make me want to go see it. Like my son bought me an AMC gift card.
Yeah.
For just him and I to go see a movie. And he's like, are we going this weekend or are we going another time? I said, what's out? And he said, well, Good Boy came out. I said, that's not really something I have to go see in a theater. But Tron Ares,
Oh, yeah.
which comes out next weekend, is more of something that I would want to see. Now, if I didn't have the gift card, here's a big question. If I didn't have the gift card, am I running to see Tron Ares in the theater, or can I wait to see it here at home? I don't know.
I think I would.
I haven't seen enough of it to know for sure. But
so I mean, like that's what I'm talking about when it comes to looking at how much profit you make in the box office. It's not a good metric to work with anymore because movies aren't in the theaters that long before it gets to streaming. Right. People have all the streaming services. Like, you know what? It's going to be on the streaming service. I'll watch it at home. I mean, the whole family can watch it at home. I don't have to pay $80 to go take the family to watch to go see the movie. So like I said, I don't think superhero fatigue is a thing. There's other factors that make it look like a lot of superhero movies people don't like. Yeah. One of the factors being my favorite character isn't in it, so why should I care?
Yeah.
I think I was just.
And I think to answer your question, what superhero movie gets a lot of flack that it shouldn't have, and this year I think Captain America: Brave New World got a lot of flack unnecessarily.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh that.
What I think what I think should have happened is they should have never, ever advertised the Red Hulk.
Nope.
They should have advertised maybe a scream, like the Hulk's roar, and that's it. Like a sound bite at the end.
Right.
Well, I think they also kind of did that because it made the Red Hulk seem like the main bad guy when it was supposed to be that like brain guy.
The leader.
The leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
but
I think
even so, people were like, "Oh, the Red Hulk," and now, but they advertised all the best scenes of the Red Hulk in the trailer. Right. So it's like, oh, I already saw all that in the trailer, so why should I watch the rest of the movie?
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't really see the trailers with the Red Hulk in it. I just saw the only time I saw the Red Hulk was on the poster.
Yeah, but
all this stuff that
he shouldn't have been featured on the poster either.
I think the way they did
it, maybe like a shadow on the poster.
I think
so
the way
that lets you be like, who is this big guy?
Yeah,
right.
I think that would have been good,
but like at the same, so
it was just the leg on the poster or something like that.
It was his hand.
Or hand, yeah.
Yeah, but
it was his hand. They had the poster with the shield and he was grabbing it. It was there. I think there was one where it was him standing there and in front of Falcon or Captain America. So it's like they advertised the Red Hulk so much because people thought that the Red Hulk was going to be the draw to bring everybody in.
I just felt like this year with Marvel, apart from Fantastic Four, I thought Marvel was going a route that I was a little bit concerned about, which I thought they were getting gimmicky because why not just put your marketing behind your new Captain America?
Yeah.
Because Sam Wilson is a great Captain America that deserves to be highlighted and deserves to be front and center for his own freaking movie. And he felt like a background character.
Yeah.
It felt like the star of this movie was going to be Harrison Ford's Red Hulk.
Mhm.
I feel like even the new Falcon got. I feel like the new Falcon had equal amount of representation in this movie as the new Captain America.
Right. Yeah, they were. They
Which
were.
I could care less about the new Falcon, but they gave. I felt like they were trying to push the new Falcon and Red Hulk, while Captain America wasn't given much.
The Thunderbolts. What the heck?
That was
Like
so
the
good.
idea, the movie was good,
Mhm.
and what did they do?
The marketing was
they
amazing too.
marketed it great at first. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh well, we're the new Avengers. Well, what are you?
Well, it was they did the Thunderbolts because they knew people wouldn't like the new Avengers, so they waited to call it the new Avengers.
Why do the new event? Just call it one thing.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. It felt like a desperate attempt to get people into a theater. And when you do that, when you do something that has the optics of being desperate,
Mhm.
people are going to turn their backs.
I
You
think
can't do
because
that.
also if you remember in the Brave New World, he said I'm going to create a new Avengers team.
Right.
yeah.
So that should have been his team. Captain America's team should have been the new Avengers.
Mhm.
Now it's like now you have two teams called the Avengers,
Right.
and like they're playing it as a joke in the movies now.
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
like,
Well, they
oh
kind
well,
of,
he got his lawyers involved and blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh my god, this was a pointless
See,
thing. Like,
fans-
I think Marvel has a issue with making jokes where it's
Oh.
unnecessary.
Yeah, very much.
One of the jokes that they made that I absolutely hate, and I think it was the worst thing that they ever done, was showing how Nick Fury lost his eye and choosing
Yes.
it to be the cat
The cat.
scratched his eye out
yeah.
because he said, "I lost my eye. Last time I trusted somebody, I lost my eye."
Right.
That was a perfect time inside the Captain Marvel movie
technically he
for
trusted
the
somebody.
Skrull who was impersonating Coulson. That should have been the guy
Yeah.
to screw up his eye.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
because he
Honestly, I
trusted
would have
Coulson.
liked it. I would have liked it if they kept it a mystery and he just kept changing the story.
well, that's what I mean. Like, what happened to just things being unknown?
Yeah.
Like, like one of the best parts of the Dark Knight is the fact that we get multiple stories of how the Joker got his scars, which tells you that you can't believe a thing this guy says.
Yeah.
And now you're left to your own imagination as to where these scars came from.
Mhm. Like I like it. I like that in a villain, but I like it more in a hero or like kind of like an anti-villain almost.
Yeah.
Like I like it when the good guy is untrustworthy. Like you can't tell whether this guy.
Well, that's Nick Fury. Nick
Yeah.
Fury's in the business of deceit.
yeah, but he's a good guy. Like it's
Yeah,
always.
and
I feel
now
like
they turned him into the fun uncle now.
yeah,
Yeah, like I kind of I hate this, but I'm at the point where if this is the direction his character's going, I'd rather not see him again.
yeah. I mean, I haven't seen.
I
this-
want old Nick Fury.
I haven't seen this
Yeah. So
series with
again,
the Skrulls,
because of that,
but-
like I said, it's not superhero fatigue.
Right.
It's your favorite character isn't there anymore. They changed the characters a certain way, where it's like this is not the character that I like.
Yeah. But unfortunately, I'm in the
Yeah.
minority that's still watching everything.
Yeah.
Like-
I
Oh,
haven't-
yeah, I mean, I still watch stuff too. So I mean,
yeah.
But I will say,
haven't watched the-
I thought Fantastic Four was, I literally thought it was going to do much better, and I thought it was the perfect way to start Phase 5.
I think Fantastic Four did exactly what I thought it was going to do.
Did it?
It
Yeah,
did-
because
it did
I
great.
predicted it was going to be the bigger of the three big summer blockbusters. You had Jurassic World, which is on its 7th film.
yeah.
You have the
It's
first
crazy.
film of the DCU, Superman, and then you had the first Phase 5, which is leading us to Doomsday.
Yeah.
And I thought there was going to be so much. I mean, it was third on the list, so that was going to be a tough sell. I know that.
Mhm.
Jurassic World ended up on top, then Superman, then I mean you can throw F1 in there too, and it'd be Jurassic World, F1, Superman, then Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
But again, to our point that we've been making, Fantastic Four merchandise has been selling. Fantastic Four is going to do gangbusters on Disney Plus once it's available. You know it
Oh,
will.
yeah.
Even Thunderbolts got a boost when it hit
Yep.
Disney Plus. But the thing that's really weird, so Warner Brothers flexed that Superman had 13 million views on HBO Max,
Yeah.
right? That's great. That's something they should be pushing to remind everybody that, the DCU is doing fine.
Yeah.
We're not worried about it. Now, Peacemaker's is a little bit different story, but Superman
Very different
is
story.
is doing very well.
Peacemaker's doing great right now.
But
Well, the character isn't.
not on Fortnite.
Oh, definitely not on Fortnite.
But so Disney doesn't flex like I always wonder, does Disney feel like it doesn't need to because it's Disney?
Yes.
There's no way
Disney
they need
absolutely
to.
feels
I
like it
mean,
doesn't
I
need
feel
to.
like something happens and you just instantly know.
But and again, I think Disney forgets that it's not everybody knows reality. It's perception. The perception right now is that Captain America, the Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four were flops. Okay,
Yeah.
in the box office at the theater, they were essentially flops.
Yeah.
If you go by what most people's metrics are, but
And most people metrics are so way off.
right, and so if you were to look at, obviously you add in merchandise and everything, they're making plenty of money, but then you have to add in the digital sales, you add in Disney Plus viewerships and so forth, and it changes the perception of the film and its success. But Disney's not doing any of that. They're not coming out and going, hey, the Thunderbolts got X amount of people watching in its first few days.
Because they don't have to.
Yeah, but
They don't have to. They have all these other avenues of things that it all works for them. It's like, we don't have to do all this stuff because we're making our money. You guys make the money for us, so then you guys prove that the money comes in. So go ahead and just continue. Like the only thing I would say that they need to talk about, what they need to flex, which they have, is straight to streaming shows. So like what they did with Marvel Zombies is they had the first season, right?
right.
Which people who watched it loved it, and they said we're not making a second season unless people watch the first season. People have been watching the first season.
Right.
I look like I'm
So
smoldering.
like, well, in the first week we got all these numbers, people love it. Okay, we're gonna see about pushing forward with the second season.
We got some chat things going on. When we do movie production screenings, we just did one for Mando, the Mandalorian movie. We find
forgot
out
they're making that.
what movies will do well and not do well. At this time, they make decisions on how to proceed with the project. Movies that we know will have difficulty, they make plans on how to market and promote it. Some movies are purposefully leaked in order to get feedback and people talking.
Yeah.
Good or
I've
bad talk
seen
doesn't matter. What matters is that people are talking in general. Sometimes
Yeah.
on purpose, leaks help a movie make money. Sometimes it doesn't. MCU movies that lost money, well, obviously meaning they didn't make that back their production costs and all that. The Marvels, Black Widow, Eternals, Incredible Hulk, Thunderbolts, Shang-Chi, Brave New World, and Ant-Man 3, which would have been Quantum Mania.
I feel like, okay, personally, I feel like the Marvels and Black Widow deserve to be on that list. I hated those movies.
Which one?
The Marvels and Black Widow.
I liked the Marvels. I thought the
Marvels
Marvels was fun.
weird.
I just thought it was fun.
I think movies need to market themselves to what they are,
Right.
and people need to stop having an expectation of what they want it to be. Because that's so I got a good buddy of mine out here, and if I talk to him about a movie that I like, and he'll be like, I'm probably not gonna like it. I'm like, you'll like it. It's a fun movie. Don't go into it thinking like you're gonna get some kind of Emmy
Virus.
award-winning movie. It's a movie that's fun. It's a good B movie.
Right.
And then he's like, oh well, I like those. I'm like, exactly. Just go there, watch it, and have fun.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what, you're right. And then I did the same thing with Blue Beetle, and he said that he didn't watch Blue Beetle because he didn't know the character, and he was like, he doesn't know if there's anything if it's like anything that he would like. And I told him, I was like, Blue Beetle is Iron Man.
Yeah.
You really love Iron Man. Go watch Blue Beetle.
I didn't
And
get a
he's like-
chance to finish Blue Beetle, but for
was
like,
like, well,
the
Blue Beetle
hour
is
that
Iron Man. I was
watched,
like,
it
yeah.
was good.
Well, my biggest problem with those last few DC movies, and Blue Beetle kind of included, was what is
What's the
this
point after?
like? What was the point of it? Like, is it going anywhere? Is it part
Yeah.
of anything? Like,
That
Blue
was a sad
Beetle can
thing.
kind of stand on its own.
Yeah,
which is
that one
good.
they could bring into this universe.
Well, and that's the thing that frustrates me about James Gunn. It's like, well, this could be, well, just is it or not? Like,
Yeah.
just like it's confusing when you're ending one and then you're starting your new one while still including things from the old. Like
Yeah.
John
And then
Cena
he
as
used-
Peacemaker,
using Peacemaker as a way to redo the universe.
right? But like he's like,
with
oh,
just that one scene.
he's like,
You
we
know?
could bring Blue Beetle in, and it's like, either reboot the series or don't.
Yeah.
Like it, and that's a personal thing. I just that way, but like it did affect my ability to enjoy the Flash when I'm sitting here thinking this is all literally just like this is all leading to nothing.
I
Yeah,
feel like,
and-
well, with the Peacemaker thing, if you're gonna claim that it's time travel, is it really a reboot, or are you just is this
It's
just
not time travel.
continuing? Or like
not time
universal
travel.
travel? I didn't mean time
Yeah,
travel.
it's using the pocket universe.
Yeah.
Well, that pocket universe literally had nothing to do with with the reboot. Honestly, the pocket universe is part of the story for Peacemaker
Right?
itself.
No,
Yeah.
that's
But
what I
it
mean.
didn't. But it didn't have anything to do with the DCU universe and DCEU universe.
Right? Didn't they
All
just
he did was he just added that scene at the end
right?
and changed the Justice League that came through.
Right. He just
Changed the Justice League to the Justice
he
Gang.
basically just reconned it.
Yeah.
Is what
Retconned,
he
yeah.
did. Yeah, or whatever. I always get that wrong.
All right.
All right, guys. Hey, it's after 9:00. There's a couple things I want to make sure we do before we go. One of them, Ashton won't be able to hear this because he can't hear music. But we're not
like the
taking
music.
a break. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for those who missed it. FNN, your fake news network. And I'm not going to even change the view on the screen. That's how lazy I am right now.
I
Oh,
know.
hi, there's our cat. Good.
Oh, she's on screen?
Hi, Diamond.
He is.
Oh. Oh, I see.
And now, Seth Sims with our lead story.
Danny DeVito has done something again.
Would you just read?
Died to have didn't Jack door that on room of plenty was there.
Would you stop it?
Okay. Our top news story for today. ... James Cameron has filed a restraining order against John Dingleberry of Cleveland, Ohio today, after Mr. with no abbreviation, Dingleberry sent numerous threatening messages after watching Titanic and claiming, there was plenty of room on that door, ! Jack didn't have to die, ! Quote. It's your turn.
You know I could ruin your
Freaking
stories
Sim.
too. You know.
I didn't say you couldn't. Mine are already funny anyways.
Man found dead in the middle of a forest this morning. 3 needle-sized holes in the neck and torn clothes. Detectives say he was running from something and fell into the native territory where he would be dotted 3 times too many. That was my impression of Seth last night. All right. To you, Ashton.
What was that?
I don't know. I'm flustered.
Oh, well, this is not a pretty funny story, but award-winning stallion Buttercup's family are seeking justice this week after the famed horse's head was used in a mob prank. The family statement reads as follows. And I
Still
couldn't
spot
agree
on.
more.
Spot on both times. Wow.
Me either. Oh.
Stormtrooper GH6969 has
It's
begun.
6969.
No,
bro.
it's 6969. Has begun a class action lawsuit against the Galactic Empire for unsafe work uniforms, which also impair abilities. GH6969 claims that the helmets are the cause of the missed blaster shots and concussions from decades of head bonks.
You sound like the guy from Austin, from like Goldmember from Austin Powers.
You do sound like gold member.
It was like, that's the way. I like it. Casey and the Sunshine Band. All right. I'd like to ask, where is the suit store? As allegedly, we've been walking for 45 minutes trying to take a shortcut that is fantastic. Is it a shortcut? Well, okay. And wait, hold on. Whoa, here comes trouble. This story will continue as more develops.
Thanos, the being whose life story was portrayed on the big screen in multiple Avengers films and who snapped away half the universe only to be foiled by the Avengers in the film, is claiming that he is misunderstood and misrepresented in the movie based on his life. He claims he snapped away half the universe due to heavy LA traffic. Thanos stated, "If it was for resources, I would have doubled the amount and increased the ability to produce them. I'm not the bad guy here."
Very topical.
A T-Rex has been released from the Jurassic Vet Clinic this morning after a rampage 2 weeks ago, which saw the large dinosaur ruin multiple vehicles, telephone poles, liquor stores, and more. In one liquor store, the T-Rex drank so much alcohol, he woke up next morning with a stegosaurus, causing great shame and seeking professional help.
Yeah, when you go to bed and wake up next to a stegosaurus, you know your night's ruined.
Yeah.
All right. The most annoying noise in human history has been discovered as Lloyd Dumb Christmas and Harry Dumber Dun. What?
Lloyd. I named you.
Lloyd. Yeah.
Lloyd.
Have made a noise so horrific, China's government has shut down like an old ram on a freeway.
Great analogy.
This is where we should play the sounds of Seth.
In other news, the Philadelphia Department of Health has issued the following warning. Due to the rise in popularity of the Rocky franchise, we feel that we must emphasize to everyone that's running up our beloved stairs without proper warm-up and stretching is dangerous and may lead to injuries. Please stretch, people. Please stretch.
Yeah. Simba is in the news again today, as the King of Pride Rock has now been arrested in suspicion of the death of his uncle Scar. When asked for comment, Simba replied, "Hakuna Matata." This is not the first time Simba has used the controversial phrase after last year's Donald Trump presidential victory.
Well read. Continuing with prior developments, we were called women by adult guys in tuxedos riding bikes. As of now, we are huddled together asking that the evening news team please back off. We've had enough, and this ends right here, right now. More developments later.
You know, I kind of expected Christopher Walken to come out just then.
More developments later. That's horrible. All right.
Right here, right now. All right. Let's see. Oh, in other news, the Ministry of Magic has announced that they have suspended all Quidditch tournaments as there has been a recall on all broomsticks. This comes after several mid-air collisions, which left several wizards drooling from their magical hospital beds while eating the grossest jelly beans ever made. What was your grossest jelly bean that you've ever eaten?
Any. I'm not a jelly bean fan.
I never had a bad jelly bean. I never trusted beans.
Puke flavored jelly bean.
Oh, every flavor of beans. Got to that wizard's making money.
In a recent scientific study done by Cambridge scholars, it was determined that the Lord of the Rings trilogy could have been just one 15-minute film if the hobbits and Gandalf had just flown the Eagles of Mordor.
Well read. Developments have arrived sooner than expected as Channel 2 News, number 3 in top news, the public news, and the Spanish language news have arrived to take me, the one and only number 1 anchorman, positively Pat Sims.
Nah, it says
down.
Ron Burgundy. You can't change the lettering. That's illegal. You're Ron Burgundy.
Ashton, back to you.
In other news, the giant boulder, last seen chasing Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark, has retired from acting. During the press conference, the giant boulder stated that the time was right and was thankful for all its fans. In one final act of service to its fans, the boulder then ran over Dave Meltzer. I give it 5 stars.
As you should.
Wow. Tiffany Thunderthighs from Los Angeles, California, has questioned her reality and is refusing to pay rent for anything, for that matter, after seeing Inception and believing that her life is actually a dream within a dream, within a dream, within a dream. Her family has been brought to help, but they also are struggling with reality after seeing The Matrix.
Sorry, I got distracted by a Universal statement of talking to Hall of Famers. It is confirmed that there were 2 King Kong Bundys.
There's 2 King Kong Bundys
There's
in the Hall of
2.
Fame?
That's news. I knew there was always that rumor that there were 2 warriors, which isn't true. But 2 Bundys.
Who the heck is Bundy?
Al Bundy
There were
and King Kong Bundy. All right.
there were 2 Undertakers.
Yeah. Greatest golfer, Happy Gilmore, has been challenged to the newest version of golf that makes no sense. Just like this news. It's like pinball in real life. Winner will be announced later.
Later.
The Environmental Protection Agency announced today that the ghost containment unit was definitely not up to code. Their official statement reads as follows. It turns out that Mr. Dickless, or Mr. Peck was correct all along. Today, we honor his commitment to proving it by unleashing hell upon New York. To be fair, only a few people in New York noticed.
Wake up.
Reviews have dropped significantly at a capital H hotel in Maine as the capital H hotel capital M manager kept using an capital A axe to cut open the door to check on his guests. When asked for comment, the hotel manager claimed, "All work and no pay makes Jack a dull boy. Red capital R rum."
You're
Exclamation
Seth,
mark.
capital A.
No, I'm reading only the capital letters that you weren't supposed to capitalize.
I can capitalize whatever I want.
Yeah, but it's not grammatically correct.
Doesn't
so I can make
matter.
fun of you for it. I don't know if you noticed, but there's no typos in mine.
Somehow Rick has a hand grenade.
That's not a typo. I thought his name was Rick.
I just read my story. On to you, Ashton.
Oh, wait, that is your story. Never mind.
Well, the Wet Bandits are back in the news today after successfully suing the McAllister family, namely Kevin, for mental and physical distress and literally killing them multiple times over the course of Home Alone and Home Alone 2. In similar news, we finally know how the McAllisters made their money. They are related to Tommy Wiseau, who is famous for the terrible film The Room. Well, I guess that tells us nothing, and we still don't know. Oh well.
Before you continue, I have to address something here in the chat here.
What?
Because it's all false. All of it. And I'm calling Universal out on it right here and now because it's not true. And that is the Ultimate Warrior. There were rumors that there were 2 warriors.
I think he's saying this one is true to the next one.
Well, to the Bundy one, perhaps it says there were two Bundys. They were twin brothers, but the chat makes it look like the Warrior one is real. And it says Kerry Von Erich portrayed the character when Jim left during a contract dispute, which is not true. Kerry never played the Ultimate Warrior. Kerry was the modern day Warrior in WCCW, and when he left the WWE, the Ultimate Warrior didn't leave due to a contract dispute. He was fired by Vince after writing a note wanting to get paid like Hogan did.
Yeah.
And he got fired. The only time he had a real contract dispute would have been in the mid-90s.
Yeah.
After he came back. But no, Kerry never played the Ultimate Warrior. I know this to be true. Kerry died before the events. He killed himself before the events that we're discussing here. Warrior was never played by multiple people. Jim Hellwig is the only guy that ever played the Warrior, and that's been corroborated by multiple people.
Yeah.
And Kerry Von Erich wouldn't have fooled anybody as the Warrior. No, I don't think anybody could fool anybody as playing the Warrior. I mean, WCW tried to make an Ultimate Warrior called the Renegade, and it was a disaster. So,
all right.
I just needed to address that because I am a huge Ultimate Warrior fan, always have been, in terms of his WWE stuff, not everything outside of it, but his WWE stuff. I was huge into that. I know the history of Warrior. I know the history of all these guys. I just don't know Bundy. I was never a huge King Kong Bundy guy.
Scientist Doc Brown is currently under federal investigation when it was discovered that he had illegally modified his 1982 DeLorean, which allowed him to not only time travel but begin a chain of events that would become Marvel Phase 4.
All right. Happy Gilmore has come out on top once again. This stupid version of golf now shut down and glory reclaimed to the man with anger issues who has a black friend with no right hand.
Forrest Gump finished his second run across America this week while still wearing the same disgusting shoes that he's been wearing since the 1980s. Not really a news headline, I know, but I needed to get that out of my system, and I feel better.
Good for you. Many Romans were left dumbfounded yesterday when a local gladiator asked, wait, I don't know. Are you not entertained? To a large crowd that had been obviously and loudly cheering everything that he had been doing. After a survey was taken, it was discovered that 86% were in fact entertained. Gladiator was then fed to his master's pet tiger as punishment.
Biggest news yet. A man over the age of not only 21, not only 30, not only 35, but over the age of 40 has been discovered. Why is this big news? He is still a Virginian.
Virginia. He's from Virginia, guys.
Right, he's from Virginia.
A 40-year-old man has been discovered from Virginia. They don't live past 40.
All right. Skull Island residents are left furious after seeing Godzilla vs. Kong and seeing that their beloved island was being shown as being in a perpetual storm and placed under a giant dome for reasons. No one heard anything at first, as they don't speak or write, but they stared long enough that we all knew. We knew.
Oh well. What's mine? No, that one. Oh, we here at FNN had what? We here at FNN had reported that a young boy named Elliot had run up a $45,000 bill because he let his alien friend phone home. We have discovered that Elliot Golddigger had let an alien phone home, whose one deep space call was traced by ICE. I mean Men in Black, who immediately arrested the alien, known only as E.T. Elliot's family have sold their possessions to pay off the debt, and E.T. has not been heard from or seen since. I, Seth Sims, am thankful for the proud men and women of ICE. I mean, the men in black, who serve our country and protect us from all the very dangerous aliens, capital A.
You're a capital A. The world is full of grown-ups, specifically ones who look at their ugly friend and wonder, how does he have a hot chick wife and a bunch of hot chick daughters? The math just doesn't add up. I thought you're talking about Rob Schneider's character, right?
What?
Who had
And grown.
I don't know who Rob Schneider is.
All right, never mind. Ashton,
Is
you're
he like this, like the guy who was like Adam
he's the one
Sandler's
whose
friend?
daughters showed up,
Oh, okay, yeah.
but
then-
only one of them was like good. The other one looked like him,
Well, I thought it was like two
and
daughters.
then he's dating
I
an
thought-
old lady.
Oh,
He had three.
I don't
he had
know.
three
I
daughters.
I thought he had 3 daughters or
Whatever.
something, and his
Yeah,
wife was
two
like
hot
the hot
ones and
chick.
one that look like him.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just,
I don't know.
I'm a very
I'm just
reputable
basing it
news
off of-
reporter.
I'm
I have
basing
to
it
make
off of
sure
what
I'm
I
only
remember.
reporting the truth.
I'm just
Alright.
basing it off of what I remember.
Ashton, finish this off, bro.
Do you have any fake news stories you'd like to hear us read on the Positively Pat Sims show? Then send us your stories. Then send your stories to positivelypatsims@gmail.com today. Except for you, Amber. You've told enough fake news stories. And I, Ashton Harris, and I am calling you out, Amber Heard. You and me, one-on-one, WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia. Oh, yeah. Dig it.
The challenge has been laid down.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah-huh.
Your mom.
This has been the replay of FNN, your fake news network. Join us next time. Just join us next time.
That's freaking Sims.
Oh man! All right, so Ashton, we're gonna start closing out the show here. I got something to show you, brother.
All right.
This is a birthday gift, another birthday gift here that arrived
mine.
yesterday. That we're gonna have we have to work out some little details about it. It arrived and it's got a little flaw to it that we're gonna have to fix.
All right.
But I think it should look good on the screen. I'm gonna put up the full screen here so that you can see just me here, and it's right here. All right, let me just kind of unfurl it a little bit.
Yeah.
So this
Oh, ho, ho.
So Batman v Superman
All right.
version. So you can kind of see slightly. You can, if I turn on the light, you can see that there's the little river.
Yeah, the
running
details in
through
the S.
It has the center part, which is the Dawn of Justice version, and unlike a lot of the other ones that they had, which used Velcro to attach the cape. So this is the flaw we have to figure out. So this part right here, the cape's supposed to tuck underneath here, feed
Okay.
through, and then button in, which is a really nice feature. But this is all sewn together. So I can't tuck it in, and you can't just button it in. Otherwise, the cape is backwards or just looks funky. But
Right.
this thing, so we'll figure that out before Halloween and stuff. But I mean, just you've got really great details. You can see the lining of the suit itself.
Digging it.
All the, I mean, you touch it, and it's got just such a great feel to it. And it's not very stretchy. So the only downside to that is that I've got to keep getting myself into top physical form when I put this sucker on, because I put it on yesterday just to try it on. It does fit, but I have a month to where I need to keep cutting weight a little bit around the midsection. Everything
Okay.
else
All right.
was fine. Like my arms fit perfectly fine in this and everything. But yeah, I was so happy that this came in as good looking and feeling as good as it did.
All right, like where'd you guys get it from?
This is from Pro Cosplay.
Okay.
So
Yeah, they do a lot of good stuff.
yes. This particular suit just became available recently. It was on pre-order for a while, and but when we ordered it, and here's the really good thing. Usually, at this point, like when you get to the end of September, beginning of October, they won't guarantee you'll get anything before Halloween because they really start getting backed up with orders at this point.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So we ordered this the 23rd of September, and it got here yesterday.
Nice.
That's crazy fast.
Very.
Maybe a little too fast considering those things need to be corrected. But I did reach out to customer service. They've asked me, I sent 3 pictures, but they've asked me to send a video showing and explaining the issue. And so I'm going to do that after the show and get that over to them. So I have to make it very short because you guys know how hard it is to send video through email.
Yeah, I know, right? All the technology, we still can't send a large video.
Right.
I know.
So, all right, guys. Hey, we're going to start wrapping the show up here. I want to thank everybody for jumping on and being a part of the show. I want to thank my wife, Universal, as always, for taking care of the chat room and making sure everybody is lively in the chat. Just a few little reminders. I want to make sure you guys remember that. Please stop doing that.
I'm waiting to see what it looks like.
To remember that we are getting our Discord up and running. My son Owen's going to help me with that. We will make sure that by the next shows we do, those Discords are up and ready to go. And that's going to hopefully help out with us with our visibility and interactions and those kind of things. So be prepared for that. Number 2, don't forget that this afternoon at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, we're continuing our honest review series of the 9 main Star Wars films. And today is week number 2, which brings us Attack of the Clones. So I'm very excited to do that show and then get to my favorite, which is Revenge of the Sith on the next one. Ashton, tell us a little bit about your YouTube channel, and let's get people over there and supporting what you got going on.
Oh man. So I have some videos that I have to edit to so I can upload onto my channel.
Yeah.
Right now life has been pretty hitting me hard like Bane. feel like Batman getting beat up by Bane right now. But I'm pushing through it. I'm doing things I need to take care of.
Good.
But yeah, I have to edit. I have to edit these videos, and once I do, I'll upload them. I will get you a graphic of my logo as well as the URL, so that you'll be able to probably put it like right here on my screen or something like that.
Yeah.
If you want.
Sure.
But yeah, so yeah, that's what's happening right now. Next week I will be unavailable. I'll be out of town, so there's that.
All right. Well, we're contemplating taking a week off here, taking a slight vacation from the Positively Pat Sim show, but
He's saying that I'll get my own show.
well, no, because you won't be here.
Oh yeah, true.
But I have thought about that too.
Postpone it.
I have thought about that too. Perhaps doing a show next week and then doing my shows as usual. But then the week after, maybe letting Seth be have a little fun. We'll
Chaos.
see though. We'll see though. Because I do want to kind of show you how all this works
Yeah.
so that you can help me figure out how to make everything work the way it was before. And that way, yeah, if ever there's a topic or something that I like, what happened today, right? You can run a show. It doesn't always have to be just me and doing everything. So yeah, I'm up for that as long as you keep it family friendly.
What would I do
Ooh,
that's
Seth.
not family friendly?
Did I hear correctly that you're trying to cosplay Aizawa and Lemillion?
This year Aizawa, hopefully next year Lemillion, yes.
Nice.
I'm like trying to draw like when I get to those goals, I'm hoping I can get tattoos, so I'm like drawing up ideas too.
Yeah,
All right.
It's weird for
I
me
think-
to
That'll work
hear
out.
Seth talking about tattoos.
Yeah. I think Lemillion would be the coolest
Follow-
tattoo.
Following
though.
in his father's footsteps.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Lemillion would be the coolest tattoo though. I mean, just his quirk is going through things.
You
So
gonna
like
have his face permeating through your shoulder?
exactly.
See, I knew it.
I always thought that when you guys were there watching me get them, that would actually put you off. Not that I was trying to put
I mean,
you off.
it didn't
but
put me off.
apparently not.
No.
I just can't. I don't know. But you guys
Well,
were there for
it
my
put-
two most
The
painful
first
ones.
the first time was it put me off, but after that like just constant I was like this feels so normal.
Was the first one was the back one, wasn't it?
Yeah, the
yeah.
back one.
The last one was the chest.
Yeah. I watched you get the Superman one too. At least the first
Were you?
The first part. I didn't watch you finish it.
Well, I got this all done. The Superman
Oh.
one. This one was
I
done all in
remember-
one.
Well, I think
Same
I
with
was
this
there
one.
but I didn't like watch the full process. I watched the start of it.
Oh, see, I thought you were only there for the back and this forearm.
I know I was there for this one because you were talking about it when you'd gotten your back one.
Right.
And then I
But
went.
all right, guys.
I know Owen did. Owen only went for the back or for the chest, I think. He wasn't there for the back and the arm.
I don't know.
At least I know he
But-
wasn't there for the back because it was only me.
Just be careful, because I can tell you firsthand that once you get started,
Yeah,
you want to keep
I got
going.
17 of them.
Yeah. I'm
I
right.
don't- I would run out of ideas pretty fast.
No, you won't. No, you
you
won't.
think you would?
I
Trust me,
think-
you won't.
I guess
yeah,
so.
because then something else will come along that you get really into.
Hopefully,
It-
you'll have a lot of ideas, but you'll become more like, you know what? I want to make sure this is what I want to keep.
I'm more of a
permanently.
graphic
Right.
design guy, though. I would like if I had an idea and I wouldn't want to overwhelm myself, I would just draw it out and post it on like my own little forum.
Like my favorite is still my chest tattoo.
Mm.
The back one is I have a lot of pride in my back one because of the amount of pain that I went through for 2 days and 10 hours to get it, and the calf cramps.
My back is still not finished.
I'm glad mine is my whole back, and so there's no I can't put anything else in there, so I'm glad. But the chest one, it was the middle part here was painful, but it's my favorite because it encompasses everything about my life, like in reality. So it's the bat symbol. If you guys don't know, it's
Yeah.
like the one behind me here, but it spreads across the chest, and inside of that within it is my family's, the names of my kids, Seth and Owen, and my wife Kim, and then you have a cross, and then you have the DDPY logo representing me, the superhero, and the things that make me a superhero, which is my family, my faith, and my fitness. And so that, I don't know if I'll have another tattoo that has more deeper meaning for me than that. Somebody asked me the other day, what do you want to do next? And I said, my calves. I want to do my calves. And they were like, what do you want to put on your calves? And I said, I want Godzilla on one calf and Kong on the other, and then let them battle it out.
Yeah, I want to do my leg in like video game characters, starting
Yeah.
from 8-bit characters, and then they morph it up to 16-bit, and then morph up to realistic.
Nice. I'm gonna put Super Mario World 1 Level 1 right here, just right across my, and just to get
The whole level.
right. Just got to figure out what the belly button's gonna be. That'll be Mario.
No, that's the hole where you can fall down within the middle of the level.
There you go. There you go. All right, guys, we're going to wrap things up for the show here. Again, I want to thank you guys for jumping in and joining us here today.
No.
Don't forget to jump back in at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern for our Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones honest review. Until then, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. And we're going to close this out the way we always do. Ashton, help me out, brother. Take it easy. And if it's easy,
Take it twice.
take it twice. So long, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you next time right here on the Positively Pat Sims Show.
Adios.
The lights are dim, but the room still hums with the echoes of laughter and the moments we spun. Every honest word is like a stone in a stream. It rippled, it lingered, it shaped our dream. And if you ever wonder where I'll be, look to the screen, I'll be there, you'll see. Goodbye to the faces that stayed in the glow. Goodbye to the voices I always know. This isn't an end, just a bend in the road. Goodbye for now, my friends, my show. The cameras rolled and the stories grew. Each review a mirror of me and you. Through coffee stains and late night calls, we built a world behind these walls. And if you ever wonder where I'll be, look to the screen, I'll be there, you'll see. Goodbye to the faces that stayed in the glow. Goodbye to the voices I'll always know. This isn't an end, just a bend in the road. Goodbye for now, my friends, my show. The tape may stop, but the reel still spins. Every honest word, a place we've been. This goodbye's a whisper, not a shout. Just know you've been what it's all about. And if you ever wonder where I'll be, look to the screen.